Hi. Good afternoon. Is it evening yet? No, it's not evening until 5 o'clock. That's what I'm saying. That's the pin I'm putting my hat in. What? Anyways, hi Nemesis. Welcome in. Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Honestly, I don't really have a lot to say right now. Mostly because I would just be yapping to yap. And I'm kind of tired from work. I honestly was just really excited. Oh shoot. I forgot to change my thing. Anyways, here we are. That's not what that was supposed to be. That's not how that was anyways, I'm just really excited to play Power Wash Simulator. There it is. I'm really excited to get started. I love this game. I'm obsessed with this game. Why? Hang on. I'm trying to see why my PNG tuber is kind of see-through. That's odd. Alright, hey, my line art. Reggie, I'm reformed birth. Hi, Donnie. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the, I don't know why it's doing this. Let me hide the UI. Yeah, it looks fine on my end. But the black is... Oops! Close the Dude, this is gonna be the most scuffed stream. Probably not the most scuffed stream. You're probably fairly familiar with scuff. Where is it? Where's my thing? Where is it? Where's my thing? Oh, I moved it. He's gone. He died.
Scuff streams are copyrighted. You can't use that term.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh. Anyways, try and get this thing pulled back up.
Get out of my chair.
There he is. He's back. You might not be able to see him yet, but he's back. There he is. And he's still see-through. Water break. Hi. I have, oh my god, hang on. I had one drop of water. Like a hamster desperately trying to get... Why? Is it because I changed the key color spill reduction? Is that why? And I bring the similarity back down? Yeah, that's what it was. Anyways. I fixed it. Water. Also, John, you get to see the thing you redeemed. It's Scooby-Doo. Whatever Donnie said earlier. Raggy? Yeah. Alright, I'm getting into this. Normally when a new Power Wash Simulator DLC comes out, I jump right into it. Like, I go crazy. I held off for an hour and a half so I could stream at like a better time. Anyways, chit-chat-o-matic initiated. I can't do a Wallace voice. Talk about dodgy breakfast, Gromit. Our contraptions have caught a nasty virus and Auto Chef's had a serious malfunction. There's egg and whatnot all over the place. Still, no point in crying over spilt milk. This is the perfect opportunity to test my latest inventions. Is it spilt or spilled? I don't... Wow. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Skelly. I was kind of shrimping there. Also, hi, Skelly. It's, I love my child. Well, the whole point is that I doodled it in, like, less than 30 minutes. Ben, think you remind me of a neglected hamster being cared for by a very absent-minded 12-year-old. Yeah, I need to crawl under the dishwasher and die. Just, like, chew on an electrical wire, like, and the dishwasher goes out and your mom's like, what the fuck happened to the dishwasher? And you're like, I haven't seen Benthic in a few days. And then you pull out the dishwasher and I'm just kind of like, you're like, you know? Anyways, wash lads in position, standing by for instructions, and our chit-chat-o-matics booted up and ready for relay. Time to get power washing. Suds away. I'm playing a robot. What's super specific? Wallace and Gromit? Wallace and Gromit are beloved. Bless you. Hamsters die. Okay, I'm sorry. Donnie Donger said, hamsters die exclusively in vacuums in my mind. Do you care to explain yourself? Why that may be? Also, this is such a cute power wash. They usually do a custom design for the DLC. But they don't always give you your Trident tip. But they did this time. Really happy about it. I also like that I'm short. Because I'm like a little robot dude. We'll be able to see it in the replay. I've only ever seen... Okay, I'm a fake Wallace and Gromit fan. I really do genuinely enjoy Wallace and Gromit. But I've only seen one movie. And it's, I think it's the Were-Rabbit one. The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. That is the only Wallace and Gromit movie I've seen. And I haven't seen it in like 15 years. You thought the tail was part of the face? I think that's... Can someone please tell me if that's just a Ganago problem or if the readability of my doodle is actually that bad? Okay. Donnie justifies himself by saying they fit in the tubes. Right. But... the tubes. So you're thinking of like a classic like 1957 housewife vacuum-o-matic that's like... comes in 50 convenient changeable parts and it's got like 30 feet of tubing. Oh yeah, the Were-Rabbit movie was incredible. I very much enjoyed it. Also, I'm gonna turn the water on. Tell me if it's too loud. How is that? Is that annoying? Is that disruptive? Sounds fine. Awesome. Don't know why bro's vacuuming hamsters and it happened more than once. The Killer Destructor 4000 at hamster size. No, I agree with you. And that's probably why hamsters... Okay, well, actually, I need to read what Wallace says. I say, wash lads, quick off the blocks. We should give them some instructions, or who knows what'll happen. Let's try. Command. Clean kitchen and dining room ASAP. I can do that. Also, I didn't know that Shaun the Sheep, was a character in Wallace and Gromit. I thought he was his own thing. I learned recently, like within the last year, that Shaun the Sheep is a side character in Wallace and Gromit and gets his own thing because he's cute and popular. Thanks for the lurk. You've never had hamsters, but your friend hamsters kept dying. No, yeah, hamsters are kind of known for just dying in horrific and comical ways. I wasn't lying about crawling behind the dishwasher and chewing on some cables. Or like they explode or something. It's like my hamster got into my science experiment volcano when I was in 4th grade and he exploded. And everyone's just like, yeah, that sounds like a hamster. Turn the water to max volume and the streamer down so we can hear you talking, but not well enough to what you're talking about. So we can mimic what it's like working as a power washer. Has anyone in chat actually power washed anything before? That sumbitch is loud. I worked at a dog kennel for a few years. Like a year. And luckily, like, we had a really long hose. And we were mostly, like, dragging the power washer, like, outside or down into the kennels. So you weren't right next to it while it was, like, roar. But it was still loud as hell, and you had to sit there next to it while you put soap in it. Ugh, I hated that. Hi, Skipper. How was your day? You've power washed a food truck and it was fucking sweet. You took your socks off with the hose? So I should preface this by saying, like, I think me and you power washed at very similar calibers, because I have not done the type of power washing that, like, can take off your toes. I'm not a serious committed power washer in that sense. It's more just like, ow, that gave me a water rash because it irritated my skin. Not, oh, that water cut me. Oh, also, I have some new, I've got some new stream stuff. One of them, you can't see, really, right now, but I've got an actual subs icon now that's custom, and I made it. And, channel points are custom now as well. It's a little patch of seagrass, because manatees eat seagrass. In fact, that's why they're kind of endangered, is because seagrass is in a state right now. I could talk about seagrass. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Skelly. A water jet? Well, I think a water jet is a specific tool for, like, cutting stones and carving things. But there are power washers that are meant to clean things, or, like, they're meant to clean, like, rust off of shit. Or, like, they're meant to, I don't know, maybe, like, those ones that, like, lime wash concrete. I don't know. There is a power wash type that that, like, is dangerous. Well, not dangerous, but you just need to be more cautious with it. Oh, you made that pico de gallo you sent in Discord earlier? It looks really good. What about the chips? Or are those just, like, bought chips? That'd be fine if you bought them. I'm just wondering. Pico de gallo. 'Cause he made it, Skelly. He probably spelled it, like, 4 times today. Also, normally in Power Wash Sim, they give me some kind of idea of what happened to make the mess. This DLC so far is unique in the sense that I have no idea what happened here. It's just typical Wallace and Gromit, like, activities. It's like, Wallace hasn't given me any kind of, like, oh, Cleanbot, an experiment went wrong and got jam and peanut butter everywhere. I'm just putting it together. You kind of made them? Pico de skipper. Well, the best tortilla chips you could ever have is to get your own tortillas, cut them up into little triangles, and then squirt them with some lime and salt. Oh, and then you put them in the oven and you bake them. They are so good. And they're better for you than store-bought tortilla chips. Not really cheaper, because you only get 4 chips per tortilla. But squirt and salt. Yeah, squirt and salt. You know, you don't squirt salt? I guess I should say sprinkle salt and squirt lime. I mean, I do. Hey, hey. It's such a nice house. Such a lovely... Is this a British thing? Having, like, the wainscoting at the top? It's probably not called wainscoting. It's called something else because it's in a different spot and it looks different. But I've never seen this before. Normally, like, that would be down here and then the wallpaper would be, you know. Whatever, it's cute. I like it. Ugh. Our wash lad showing a clean pair of heels, eh, Gromit? Gromit's just staring at him with a gun. Skelly ain't active in the server, even though he claims to be, like, broke. He's more like Zorro. He's here 1 minute, then gone the minute you blink. Yeah, actually. That's pretty accurate. He does the Luffy scream that Zoro does, where he's like, Luffy! It's very funny. Oh, look at the little face! That's It's adorable. Tad worried every corner will be covered, though. Suggesting a tiny tweak. Completely clean everything in the kitchen and dining room ASAP, please. Nah, man, I'm just on solo arcs. You're like that clip of One Piece where in the background Zoro starts to wander off and Usopp notices and runs after him and drags him back. That's true. Skelly's just like, I'm not active. Oh, speaking of being active, I started biking yesterday. I started biking. I biked like 5 miles. Which it sounds like a lot if you don't bike, but I looked it up and it's pretty good for a beginner. But when you're like, oh, I go biking. You typically bike like 20 miles. But holy hell, it's fun. I forgot how much fun riding a bike was. Benthic bikes. More like Benthic bites. This is a fun DLC. They haven't released anything since I think early December. They released like a holiday winter pack, but it was a pretty small level. 2023 they released a Christmas level that was Santa's Workshop, and it was huge. It's still one of my favorites. Christmas 2024 was a little lackluster compared to that, but it was still fun. I say that like that wasn't just 2.5 months ago. The devs put out content like crazy. It's one of the things I really appreciate about this game. Because they also put out a good mix of free and paid content. And the paid content's fairly cheap, and then the free content's so good that you're like, oh, I would have paid like $5 for this. This is really worth it. So even if you thought the DLC was overpriced, I think it balances out. Sleep time, bye. Have a good sleep, Nemesis. Thanks for popping in, hanging out for a little bit. True. The moose, I'm just waiting for its eyes to turn. Oh, this one? It is kind of staring into your soul, isn't it? These eyes. These eyes have witnessed the death of men. The desecration of home. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh. Yeah, so VTuber right now is Scoob. He's only gonna be Scoob for this stream, because I was also Scoob for a whole Hades stream. And then I'm gonna switch back to being the orange cat. And until I get another critter redemption, or until I get bored enough to doodle another one. And I also cannot emphasize enough that these take me 30 minutes to make all aspect of it, like the blinking, the everything. It's just want to emphasize a little bit that they look like that on purpose. God, it's... I hate... the only reason I feel like I need to defend myself in that way is because of work right now. I have a couple of managers at work that act like because I don't know how to make a perfect McDonald's fucking cone swirl, that I'm an idiot. And I'm like, I'm so sorry that I haven't been doing this for fucking 5 years, and I can't pull the perfect ice cream cone out of my butthole. I'm so sorry. It's ice cream, and I haven't had a single customer complain about it yet. We make Benthic a marketable plush. No, Peter! Don't turn me into a marketable plushie! Peter! You know, I follow a Garfield collector on Twitter. Shocking, I know. I follow a Garfield collector on Twitter, and they retweeted something that I had never considered before. So, Squishmallows. I think the company is Jazzwares that makes Squishmallows. But they do a lot of, like, licensed Squishmallows. Like, they've got Stitch, they've got a lot of Pokemon out now. But one of... This guy retweeted it and was like, still no Garfield. And I was like, holy shit, why is there no Garfield Squishmallow? I would die if there was a Garfield Squishmallow. So now that's the newest thing I'm going to be, like, chomping at the bit for, hoping that one day it exists. Ben thinks since you work at Mickey D, you can know what questions I'm gonna ask? What? What? Is it about the ice cream machine? Listen, you can ask any question about McDonald's you want, and I will tell you. If I know. I hate it there. Like, the job itself isn't that bad. Like, the work is not bad. But the people you have to work with are, like, so mean and, like... Ugh. Just sucks. Half a mo. What if Wash Lad moves things about? Don't worry, I won't. Can't have a higgledy-piggledy kitchen. I'd never find me crackers. I love Wallace so much. Like, he's such a dip, you know? Like a dip doofus. Dip doofus dipshit dummy. But he's also an inventor, which is like... I just love the, like the goofy professor trope. Like, head so full of science that it has no room for anything else. Didn't McDonald's get the right for repair recently? Yes. But, so, the ice cream... Okay. McDonald's has right to repair now for their own machines. And I'm pretty sure we have the ice cream / shake machine that is with, like, the newer company where we're, like... I don't know. There's, like, complications with repair with, like, contract and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But, yes, long story short, we can fix our stuff on our own schedule now. We don't have to wait for a representative to be sent down, like, a week later. So, like... Our shake machine broke, and we were able to call a guy, and he came in and looked at it in, like, 30 minutes. However, those machines are, like, I don't know if they're poorly engineered, or, like, if it's just the type of soft serve that McDonald's does, but that machine genuinely just breaks all the fucking time. Like, you hear the thing that's like, oh, the employees just don't want to clean it, or they just cleaned it. No, they don't give a fuck. Cleaning that machine is like, like sanitizing it and changing the cream and stuff out. That has to be done whether people order ice cream or not. Like, that genuinely does not fucking matter. When they tell you that the ice cream machine is broken, like, it genuinely is broken. It would be so much easier, like, in your job to just give the person what they're asking for, because it takes 2 seconds for an ice cream cone or a shake to be made, than to have to tell people it's broken and dealing with them bitching at you. But, like, the tubes, I don't know if it's a temperature problem or if, like, the tubes... Wow. High fives. Or the tubes get all twisted up. I don't know what the fucking deal is, but no, those ice cream machines genuinely just suck. They're just bad. And it's not even the ice cream part, it's the shake part. But when the shake part goes down and we're trying to fix that, the whole machine is down. Because it's all, like, the same cream. So it's like one machine has 2 different temperature settings and, like, the texture, I don't know. Do you have to clean the play area, or do you not have one? So there are 2 McDonald's in my town. One of them has a play area and the other one does not. The one I am at does not have one. But if it did have one, yes, I would have to clean it. I would have to, like, go and crawl in there with, like, a spray thing and a rag and wipe everything down. And that sounds kind of fun, just, like, going into the play place and hiding out and, like, cleaning it for, like, an hour, even though it would take, like, 10 minutes. Unfortunately, the consequences of that would be, like, what if a kid vomits? Then you have to clean vomit in the play place. What if a kid takes his diaper off and leaves it up there and you have to go get it. You know, like, they already make me go into the men's restroom and that pisses me off. So, I probably would have already crashed out and quit if I had to clean up a place. It's cost efficiency versus delivering a quality product. You know what? That's fair. But how cost efficient can it be if you're wasting product and losing customer loyalty because shit's broken? You know what I mean? But then, you know, like the guy who fixes it was like fussing at us on morning shift. It was like, oh, this was put in wrong and this was put in wrong and this was done wrong. And it's like, okay, well, the high schoolers on night shift did that. So go bitch at them. Like I also had another customer asking me, like, what's the deal with the breakfast burritos? Nowhere ever has the breakfast burritos. What's the deal with that? And the breakfast burritos, I thought they came frozen and pre-rolled. They don't. We roll them in-house and then freeze them like as prep. But they only get prepped like the night before a breakfast service or like the morning of a breakfast, like 5 a.m. So when we run out, we're fucking out. Because the only other option we have is to have someone go back there and roll burritos, but we can't spare the body for someone to go sit in the corner and roll burritos for 2 hours. And the reason that we never have enough in the, like, after evening shift does it is because it's a bunch of fucking high schoolers and they're either short-handed or they don't give a fuck because they're in high school. McDonald's corporate just bought the machine, offload the hassle onto the employees. Yeah, no, exactly. Now, we can't say, like, we're waiting on repairs anymore. We just have to shrug and be like, it's down. But it's kind of lucky that McDonald's has the reputation it has because the customers just kind of get it. Like, I've had so many people, the way that people order ice cream at McDonald's is fucking hilarious because you have some people that are like, can I get a vanilla cone, please? Can I get a vanilla shake, please? That's like the normal way to order something that has that. But then you have people who have been burned too many times, and they're like, is the ice cream machine working today? And I'm like, yeah, baby, it is. Do you want something, honey? I'll go get you something. My little cousin wanted to play one time in there, and some kids tried pushing me, and almost everywhere are fries and half a burger shoved in the nets. Like, ew, I used to think this was fun. To be fair, I don't remember kids being allowed to take food inside the play place. Like, at least when I was a kid, it was like there was like a little door and you left your shoes and you would like leave your food with your mom or whatever and then you'd go play. But yeah, no, I totally see that. Especially with how kids are nowadays, because they're raised kind of disrespectfully to do whatever they want as like a broad average. Like, because millennial parents are kind of lazy as a broad average. So that doesn't surprise me at all. Although I have seen, so it's crazy. There are some kids who, like, obviously have millennial parents and they've never been told no and, like, they're raised by their phones and they're shitheads, right? But then you have some kids who are starting to have, like, either younger millennial parents or older Gen Z parents. And I swear to God, though, they are the cutest, sweetest little children I have ever met. Every time at work, there's like a little kid, and the mom's like, go tell her what you want. And he waddles up, and he's like, 4 nuggets. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the cutest shit I've ever seen. That's the thing. These little fucks put burgers and fries in their pockets. Oh my God. Those aren't children, those are gremlins. Welcome in, Faceless. Faceless comes in. You don't always have an emergency. You don't have a burger pocket. You don't have a fry zipper. You know the little like coin pot, like the quarter pocket that's like, you know the pocket on top of your jean pocket that you can't put anything into, and you're always kind of like, why do I got this pocket? That's for one McDonald's fry. That is for one emergency McDonald's fry. These kids are entrepreneurs. That's what it is. Also, the amount of people who ask for shit fresh at McDonald's, I gotta tell you, if you're coming in during peak hours, which is like for lunch, it's 11 to 1. If you come in between 11 to 1, you're getting fresh food. And that's not because we love you and we're giving you fresh food. It's because we are selling so much shit that we couldn't give you old food if we wanted to. The only time you need to ask for fresh food is if you come in and it's dead. Then it's like asking for fresh fries. If you're okay with like waiting on the fryer, we're like, okay, yeah, sure. But there's so many people who come in during a rush and they're like, can I get fresh fries? And it's like, the fries in your bag came out of the fryer a minute and a half ago. Holy shit. Command, completely clean everything in the kitchen and dining room, but don't strip the wallpaper or move things about, please. See, the funny thing is, if this was like an actual episode or a movie for Wallace and Gromit, I would have already stripped the wallpaper and moved things around. Like, each command would make things gradually worse and worse until the house was demoed. Skipper remembers McDonald's having N64s in the play area. I think they got rid of them because teens stole them. I remember that too. I don't know why McDonald's got rid of like the Game Boy and N64 like little playing station. Maybe it was I think it was probably more of a cost thing than a theft thing, because they didn't really have like the N64 and the Game Boy system. Like, they didn't have a console in there that you could steal. It was more like the programming and then the controllers. So I think it was probably either a money thing or like the company that made those stations went bankrupt. It could also have a lot to do with the fact that McDonald's aren't really in Walmarts anymore. There was like the weird health thing with Walmart, so McDonald's they got replaced with Subway, which is fucking comical. Like, people are like, Subway's better for you than McDonald's. No, it's not. No, it's not. But that might also have something to do with it, because I remember those stations were mostly in McDonald's that were within like a Walmart. Because I think the idea was that you let McDonald's babysit your kid while you go shopping. I need my footlong filled with carbs. I need that bread, that quote-unquote bread, to be stuffed with carbs. What's everyone's Subway order? I haven't been to Subway in years, but when I went, I would get a steak and cheese, but I would put pepperoni on it and then toast it. And I used to get it on flatbread, but I started getting it on the Italian herbs and cheese. And oh my god. Obviously, I would put veggies on it and stuff after, but like, oh, it was so good. But I feel like it's been long enough. Like, I haven't had Subway in that long that if I tried to eat it, I would taste the sugar and it would turn me off. I really like Firehouse right now. I like their veggie sandwich. It's soggy, but like in a really good way. All these paw prints. Ganago usually gets chicken ranch, and then you add whatever you feel like on the day. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Well, my thing was like, I started getting Subway with my dad when I was like a real little kid. So I didn't really know how to order off the menu because he didn't order off the menu. He wasn't like, can I get like a number 2? And then he would change it around. He would build his sandwich from scratch. So that's what I did. And it wasn't until I was like an adult or like an older teenager that I was like, oh, the steak and cheese is just a sandwich I can order. I don't have to go, okay, steak and cheese. You always get the meatball sub. Classic meatball sub. Oh no, my heater, my space heater. Oh no. Yeah, meatball sub is a classic. You can't go wrong with the meatball sub anywhere, unless the meatballs themselves taste bad or like the marinara is just garbage. This is a good sandwich. The Florida McDonald's has spaghetti. Wait, really? I didn't know the Florida McDonald's has spaghetti. That's a famous foreign McDonald's thing. I don't know where. I can't remember what country. It's the Philippines. The Philippines McDonald's have spaghetti, and I don't know if it's like I mean, obviously it's genuine. They sell it, but I don't know if it started as a gimmick or not. Or if spaghetti is just ridiculously popular in the Philippines like that, where you get it from a fast food place. But yeah, no, I can't imagine it being that good. At least, like, unless I was in the Philippines at a Filipino McDonald's, I cannot imagine that tasting good in any way. What do you mean real kid? Were you an adult in a kid's body? I just mean like really little. What is 1 and 2? I think that's the point, Ganago. I think you're supposed to not know. Oh no! I just realized Fives, you have the founding sub badge, so you don't get the or well, you get it, but you can't see the new sub badge. That's okay. Oh, 2. What a man. He won't listen anyways. Fives! Oh my god, I made that exact comment to Skelly earlier where I was like, men don't listen. None of you fucking listen. Men never listen. And then we started giggling because I was like, wait, no, I shouldn't generalize. Men do listen. You don't listen. And then we had a bit where it was like, Skelly was like, men, get behind me. Yeah. No, you should stay founding. You're the founder. Don't get McDonald's spaghetti. They don't know how to cook anything but burgers and fries. Well, to be fair, it's got to be a bit jarring to work at McDonald's and be like, burgers and fries, and then some asshole comes in and orders the spaghetti, and you're like, ugh, fuck. He always asks for suggestions and then ignores them. Fine, I guess I'll get on Monster Hunter. Like Donnie wasn't just gonna get on Monster Hunter anyways. What other thing could be going on to make you even question getting on Monster Hunter right now? Monster Hunter is like the #1 game right now. I'm not even into it. I have never been on like the Monster Hunter fandom side of the internet, and I have been getting flooded with people just feral, excited for this. Talking about how it's like game of the year and it's like the guild has authorized you to execute or whatever, and they're just like cracking their knuckles, like getting really into it. You want to finish Kamen Rider Kabuto though? Like the whole show or just like the episode you're watching? Because if you only have a couple... Ganago, no, I don't have any water, no! They also had pizza? It was really bad, just bad, not very good. OMG, go get water then. But I'd have to get up and go get what? Fine. You know what? I'm going to get up and get water, but I'm going to make this official as hell. I'm only going to be gone for like 20 seconds. But I'm going to make this so official. Look, we're going to just chatting. I'm going to turn the music on real low and sensual. Also, you're on the last couple. OMG, lazy cow. Oh my god, Skelly came. I was laying down before stream, and Skelly came into the bedroom, and he was like, do you want to know where they found the largest bovine ever in history? And I was like, laying in bed right now? Donnie, if you're on the last couple of episodes, I'd say just, those episodes are only, what, like 22 minutes? I'd say, because they're cut for TV or whatever, maybe just finish it. It's only like it's like an hour, under an hour. Oh, I'm so sorry for talking about the other option. All right, I'll be right back. Music. Wait, mute. Should I fade out the music or just turn it off? Abrupt music. Alright, back to the game. I've got water now. Can I go your water redemption? Here, I'll leave. Redeemed. I did. I just. Your chat being center justified is so trippy. Oh, it's back to normal. Phew. Well, it's just chatting. Yeah, the conversation's got to be front and center. I don't know how I made that noise with my mouth. But the... I don't have a ton of unique assets for just like idle on the screen. So I figure Garfield shaking his thing and a chat works pretty well. Finally, services rendered. Yeah, here's your receipt. Oh man, you know what's crazy is like working in the service industry is kind of making my funny come back, because all I do in my head is think of shitty things to say to people. Your alert box is sick, actually. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Paper car. You got paper cut like just now? On what paper? On your stacks? Wait, Goth McDonald's. Did you find that somewhere? Goth McDonald's. Like Femboy Hooters? Did you guys see Hooters is going out of business? Like, part of me is sad because I feel like Hooters is a staple of American culture. And yes, I will defend myself saying that. I have multiple reasons as to why it is. And I don't think people aren't not going there because they don't like looking at women anymore, which is like the weird angle that I've seen people going at it. I think Hooters is going out of business because the food sucks. Like, I remember going to Hooters as like a 15, 16-year-old with my friend. And the waitress was just like super nice. We just got a big ass plate of fried pickles and we shared it and we shot the shit and it was fine. And it was delicious. And they had like really good ranch. But like we tried to do that I say recently, it was still a few years ago, but like we tried to do that again, like in our 20s. They're like, oh, let's go to Hooters, but this time we can get like a beer and we'll get the fried pickles again. It was the most disgusting thing I have ever put in my mouth. Genuinely like snot. It was horrible. Wait, what do you mean why aren't we hating? Fried pickles are delicious. That's a normal food item. That is a normal appetizer. That is an exceedingly normal appetizer. Oh, the receipt paper you threw at me. I crumpled it up and throw it at you. And it like barely bounces off your shoulder and you just like an anime spurt of blood. May didn't say lurk or bye. Well, Skipper, to be fair, we do live with each other. So he just kind of got up and left. He was just like, bye. And he left the room. So he said bye IRL. Your job has little to no whimsy. Fives, I gotta disagree with you. I think that your job itself has little to no whimsy, but your coworkers giggle all the time. You tell me about Laugh Hour all the time and how mad it makes you. That's whimsy. You see fried zucchini more often than you see fried pickles? Five's food takes are analogous to someone with a sensory issue. Well, to be fair, Five's just started trying food like a couple of years ago. She's doing really well, actually. When you know just how limited Five's used to be on her food intake, you would understand that she is actually doing very, very well for trying new things. However, her reactions to normal food are sometimes a little uncalled for. Laugh o'clock is not whimsical. It's corporate laughter, work laughter. That's fair. I guess I've just never had a proper office job. Because whenever my coworkers got giggly, they were giggling over something that was actually pretty funny. Even like the older women that would normally be like, you would expect them to just like talk about like their kids or something, like stereotypically, like not be funny. They were fine. I will agree though that if you hear someone laughing and you look at your desktop clock and it's like 4:30 and you know that they're just trying to waste time and they're not even actually talking, they're just making noise. I mean, that's annoying. That's not whimsy. Finally someone respects me. Wait, what the fuck? Hey, I respect you. Doesn't mean I have to agree with you. Five's upgraded from a white bread with butter if she's feeling adventurous to a respectable human diet. That, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. That's what I would say. I would say Five's leveled up from eating, like, the most ultimate safe foods to actually eating. Five's is living on streamer diet. Nothing but Monster and ramen. I think that would turn Five's inside out, actually. Because she doesn't drink energy drinks. She will have a Red Bull like once every 8 months and it keeps her up for 3 days. Fives was more living on the streamer diet of water and chicken tendies. Which I think is still a type of streamer diet. Me personally, I live off of pastaroni, garlic vermicelli, and free coffee from McDonald's. That's been the best part, by the way, about working at McDonald's. Like, the only part that keeps me sane. Like, yeah, you get a free meal during your break, which is whatever. I could care less. But you get free drinks and free coffee. I don't know if the free coffee is technically, like, part of the benefits, but everyone makes free coffee? Oh, pardon me. Everyone makes free coffee? So, I do too, and I give myself extra shots of espresso. And it keeps me in a good, happy, like, jumpy mood until, like, noon. And by then, I only have a couple hours left on my shift. And I can just be bitchy to people. Yeah, Fives. Ironically, I eat neither of those. Yep. Nope. I think if I ever saw Fives drinking a Monster, especially if it was like a classic Monster in like the black and green can, probably take her to the hospital. I would genuinely think that she had like a personality switch and it was time to go somewhere and like all right, Fives, let's get in the car and go on a trip. Skinwalker. Yeah, like quick, say something the real Fives, only the real Fives would know. Also, it's kind of funny how much yapping makes me slow down when I'm playing Power Wash Sim. I normally would have already been like ding 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 ding, like completely done with this level if I weren't streaming, because I would lock in. But this is actually making me appreciate the level more. I wasn't expecting this. Because I think this is the first time I've played new content for Power Wash Sim on stream. Like, stuff that's new to me and new to the audience. I mean, this just came out today. So it's fun. Very fun. Plus, I don't know that much about Wallace and Gromit. I just get to talk about the Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Ask me a Super Sentai question. Skinwalker still watch Peak? Okay, actually, I do have a question. What is the difference between Super Sentai and Kamen Rider? Because I know that both of them have multiple shows, but I don't fully, like, which one does Mighty Morphin come from? Does Mighty Morphin come from Super Sentai? I didn't send it to you, Fives, but I should have. I saw a picture of Jennifer Coolidge. She did a photo shoot, and she had, like, CGI Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the background floating behind her for some reason. My friend drank nothing but Monster. We forced her to drink water, but she said it was nasty. Are you talking in past tense because she fucking died? Did her heart explode? Or did she, like, get better and she drinks water now? Okay, so they're made by the same people. Skipper says, Ben, think you just made Fives pull out the bulletin board. Like, I asked Fives one Super Sentai question. She's like, I'm so glad you asked. She wheels in, like, a whiteboard. Like, one of those whiteboards you can, like, flip over so you can keep writing, like, a ridiculously long equation. And it's already covered in shit about Super Sentai. Alright, so they are made by the same people. Any season that you know is going to be Super Sentai. That was adapted to Power Rangers in America. Kamen Rider didn't really make it. Okay, so Mighty Morphin and any, like, Power Rangers thing that I see in America is pulled and edited from Super Sentai. Kamen Rider is popular in Japan, but it's not really... Is it not really popular internationally or just, like, within America? I feel like Fives could genuinely teach, like, a lectured, formatted class on Super Sentai and Kamen Rider at this point. Because there is genuinely, like, a lot of history about it. And, like, the relationship of, like, American and Japanese media and entertainment. You could probably write a thesis on that. At least, like, a pretty good term paper. Kamen Rider did have one season adapted to America, but it was garbage. Was it garbage because they picked a bad season to adapt, or was it garbage because the American team, like, butchered it? Like, they just chopped it up real bad? Or was it both? Because, I mean, I can't imagine that every season of Kamen Rider, like, even the original in Japanese, is a banger. You've got to have some stinkers. Oh, the adaptation season was peak. Okay, so the American team just, like, fully fucked it up. Okay, I got you. No, okay. Skipper's friend is alive. She left our school in the middle of the year. You were a sophomore and she was a freshman. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if 2 years have passed, she could be dead. You don't know. But as of 2 years ago, she was alive. That's morbid. I'm sorry. I've gotten to the age where some of my high school friends are dying, and it's it's like really sad and messed up. But every time another one happens, I'm just kind of like a little more like, oh, that sucks, and a little less, what's wrong with the world? You know what I mean? Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal E3. Hi. If this phase hit Fives 3 years ago, it would have been her thesis 100%. Oh, yeah. Oh, they censored it. Dude, American censorship of Japanese, like, media in general is insane. They censor things that aren't even censor-worthy. Like when, one hill that I will die on, Bleach. The English dub of Bleach is one of the most censored pieces of, like, anime ever. And it's not even... It's censored for, like, physical violence. But it's not... Like, if you've seen Japanese One Piece, it's just sick. It's peak. Like, the scene where Ichigo... Spoilers, if anyone's planning on watching One Piece. Don't listen to, like, the next 15 seconds. But during the Aizen arc, when Ichigo is fighting number 4, in the Japanese version, in the original cut, it is, like, the whole episode is the fight. And it is genuinely peak. I'm sure Donnie would agree with me here. It is insane. And, like, this fight scene and the fight scenes like it are what made Bleach, like, one of the 3. You know what I mean? And Skelly was so excited to show me this, but we were watching it in the dub because the dub voice actors for Bleach are really, really good. And it was so cut up, so censored, like, ridiculously so. Like, he was like, I don't remember it being this, like, lame and like, where's the moment? Where's my favorite moment? Like, I remember this part in the fight. I was really excited for you to see it. Turns out we needed to watch the sub. So I think we watched the sub version of that fight, but then, like, I kind of got upset a little bit. Not really upset, but I realized that there was, at that point, who knows how much we missed that had been censored, that, or like how many filler arcs were bastardized by the dub and we just didn't realize because we didn't know. It's super messed up. All right, let me look at chat. You have her number. Okay, first of all, don't text anyone on my behalf. Never do that. But if you're curious, you totally could. You'd be like, "Hey, do you still only drink Monster?" The conversation got sad fast. Yes, classic Mississippi life expectancy. That's, first of all, I didn't go to high school in Mississippi, so you're wrong. Your Wi-Fi timed out, and I said Super Sentai is no longer the topic. One Wi-Fi blip and it's over. No, yeah, we're still discussing Super Sentai and Beth Dead. Yeah, no, yeah, in and out. Blip. Just boop. The Bleach dub is not that bad. The 4Kids dubbing on One Piece was them making One Piece for children. Bleach was still rated, like, PG, or TV-14 or whatever in America. It was still intended for, like, an older, or, like, a teen audience. But when it came out, the American censorship on, like, it's kind of the same now where it's like sex, that's totally fine. But guns, that's cool. Bombs, whatever. Like swords and gore, oh, that's not okay, even if it's a cartoon. We've gotten better though. I think it helps that a lot of anime doesn't stream on TV anymore. I think cable television is really what had a lot of those restrictions. Yeah, 4Kids dubs are really, really bad. It's not in the interest of protecting kids. They just want to make it as bland and inoffensive as possible. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I mean, oh God, that's a mic drop moment right there. Japan creates art. America makes money. Jesus. I didn't want to dox your entire residency history. Oh, well, you don't have to. All I said was I didn't go to high school in Mississippi. Oh, Sanji's voice in the 4Kids dub? I don't know. The only 4Kids dub moments I like are the moments where Zoro, like, there's a pre-time skip scene in the 4Kids dub where Zoro is swinging like Tarzan. He's like, oh, it's the funniest thing I've ever heard because the Japanese VA doesn't do that. That's one thing I do like is when you see it more and more, especially Dan to Dan. The voice actors are having more fun ad-libbing. So the Japanese sub and the English dub have different ad-libs. It's really cute. Ugh. So okay. Another quick work story, just while I'm thinking about it, because this happened today. So I have a manager that's like, okay. I don't use mental illnesses as insults. So I'm saying this genuinely. But she acts like how someone you would call bipolar in like 2010 would act. Like she's super smiley and bubbly one moment, and then the next moment she's got like the deadest expression on her face and she's like a total bitch. And like will walk away in the middle of you talking to her, and I don't understand how to navigate how to talk to her or do anything with her. So she just pisses me off. She frustrates the hell out of me. You must go to your romantic Olive Garden dinner date. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you, Fives. Enjoy your Olive Garden dinner date. Please eat a breadstick for me. Going off topic, I can make Ponyo's hot honey milk. That drink in Ponyo looks so divine. And the ramen, too. That's not to sound like a Twitter bot trying to get likes, but Ghibli food really does look really good. They spend a lot of care trying to make that stuff look good. All right, I don't know what's dirty. I got to look at the menu. Dining room, dining room, dining room, dining room, dining room. Okay, so it's shit in here. Wall skirting. What? Oh, it was you. You're one of them. Gotcha. What? Who? Huh? What? Who's dirty? You. Alright. What else is dirty? Show me your filth. What? Give me your filth. I want your filth. Hand it over. There we go. Ugh. Oh, I forgot to tell the story. I just talked about how much she made me mad. But she's fine. Like, overall, she's fine. There are much worse people to work with. It's just pet peeves of mine to not be able to, like, converse with people reliably. If I can't ask you for help with a customer because you're just going to brush me off and act like a bitch, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, ooh. But, I had a customer hand me a $100 bill today. Understandably, when you work in fast food, a manager has to verify a $100 bill before you can break it. That's fine. However, I used to work with very, very large sums of money because I worked at the Walmart Money Center. And a lot of people, besides the usual daily operations of something like that, a lot of people used our services to cash in their tax return checks. And those were sometimes up to $2,000 and $4,000 or $7,000, $8,000. And I was handing this to people in cash. So I know how to handle money, and I know how to handle it reliably and carefully. And I've said that to people. I've told them, like, hey, I have a lot of experience with money. So my manager comes over. One of the managers comes over. Thank you for the lurk, Gnago. You've got to put a little bit of swag on it, Gromit. She walks over and I'm like, I need you to verify this 100. I'm like, it's good. I checked it. She holds it up to the light. I'm like, you should scratch the texture because the face isn't always reliable. She ignores me. She puts it in the drawer. She looks at me. She's like, you got that? And I'm like, yeah, I used to handle a lot of, and then she just fucking turns around and walks off. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say, oh, I'm busy. I gotta go back to something. Just leaves with a dead expression on her face. And I'm like, I'm gonna pick up this register and throw it at the back of her head. I'm gonna crash out. You know what I mean? Where's the jam spoon? Jam spoon. Jam spoon. Is it in the dining room? Jam? It is. Oh, I see what happened. I think I see what happened. At least partially. With the jelly flinging. Oh, kitchen cabinet drawers. Ah, I see. Yay, I've got my to-do list now. Toy train, kitchen windowsill, and kitchen door handles. Dory. Yeah. Windowsill. Ah, you. Come on. Oh, are you gonna make me, like, get in here? There's no filth on this windowsill. There we go. Don't do that thing. Don't glitch. That's not cute. Glitching's not cute. Yay! First level done. Alright, let's see what the Cleano bot looks like. Look at me go! Cleaning house. It's always really funny when, like, so for the speed, or not the speed run, the what's it called, time lapse, they put the camera in like a fixed position and it's normally fine, but you know, sometimes you run into a situation like this where you only really get to see a snippet of what you cleaned. Anyways, smashing job. Wash lad's done us proud, Gromit. Whew, with all this cleaning, I'm feeling a tad pecka. What clean? I've cleaned! How's about Auto Chef? It fixes us a little snack, eh? There's something about this contraption. Can't recall what it was. Not to worry. Turning Auto Chef on. Sound detected. Paw hitting furry forehead. Let's see what the... Oh! My word. Okay, so it's just like the front facade in the garden. Gromit, where's Washlad got to? This virus has scuppered our Shopper 13 and Suckomatic contraptions. Front yard's in a right state. Whatever will our neighbors think. Time to roll up our sleeves. You mean roll up my sleeves? My sleeves? I'm gonna pretend like someone redeemed water because I'm thirsty. Just a little sippy. A sippy for the whistles. Oh, I know this thing. This is something I'm familiar with. Alright, now I can use my long extension. Wait, what's this called? Jet wash. I don't know what I thought I saw. I don't know what I thought I saw. Oh, this is lovely. There should be like a little leaf here or something. That'd be perfect. Gnomes. Gnomes. This is absurd. Alright, time to get to work. Ever so keen of this new contraption of ours, Gromit. That's me. The contraption. I be contrapting. Oh, I'm on the right track. You couldn't get me off this track if you tried. I get tips at McDonald's, by the way. Sometimes an old person will give me $1. That sounds like a joke, but it's not. So it's only old people. But every once in a while, they're like, here you go. And they give me $1. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Every time I grab onto it like it's $100 bill, and I'm like, my life is yours. I swear fealty to you. The middle-aged women sometimes give me $3 for putting groceries in their car. Real! They're so real. That's like the one thing that I would ever, or the one reason I would ever want to be a cart corraller, or whatever cart wrangler, or whatever they're called. Because being a cart wrangler sounds like it fucking sucks, first of all. But you're outside, so you're like already kind of around people in their cars. So you can like spy a little old lady by yourself and be like, can I help you with that, ma'am? And then she'll give you like $20. Although one time when I worked at McDonald's, I had an old black gentleman flirt with me, and he bought me a Snickers bar. And that was like, we're not allowed to accept tips, and he knew that. So he was like, here, I got this for you. Why don't you take it? And I was like, thanks. Also, there's something so flattering about being hit on by like old Jamaican men. It hasn't happened to me since I worked at Walmart. Probably because I haven't been around many Jamaican men, but they're just so suave with it 9 times out of 10, and they've always got that grin. Like that, yeah, I know I'm flirting. Oh, wait, what? There's no way, Donnie. The game came out like yesterday. There's no way you beat the final boss of Monster Hunter Wilds. If you beat the final boss of Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm genuinely speechless. How much have you been playing it? Might be a mix of old and young, because you talk about a show you watch as a kid, y'all have never heard of it, and the show was around when y'all were teens. I mean, it happens. Sometimes people just watch different programs, and also, like, if you watch something as a kid, it might have been, like, a little too young for us at that point, so we just never heard of it. Like, we weren't watching that channel anymore, so, like, if something came out in 2013, I might know about it, but I didn't watch it. Like, a lot of those Disney shows, like the last good Disney era, like, I watched Good Luck Charlie, and I think that was the last Disney show I watched, was Good Luck Charlie. After that, they had, like, Liv and Maddie and Dog with a Blog and shit. I just didn't find it. It seemed like the writing went downhill, and I was getting too old for shows like that. The credits be rolling! I did watch Little Bill. Yeah, I ate Little Bill up. I loved that show when I was a kid. Which is unfortunate. But, you know. Whatever. It was a cute show. Just about a little kid. It's fine. An elder I don't know anything about Monster Hunter. I don't know what the gameplay is like. I don't think I've ever seen gameplay. I don't know if it's a solo. I don't know if it's online. I don't know if it's like a guild thing. I just know people like it. And it's, like, objectively really good. Your work also does not let you accept tips, but they're also like, if someone hands you an envelope and you open it later, that's fine. Yeah. A lot of places I've worked at that had, like, a no tipping policy was kind of like a don't ask, don't tell. Like, don't get caught taking money from a customer and putting it in your pocket. But if you can get away with it, just don't fucking tell anybody. Like, everyone does it. Like, technically, yeah, like I said, technically at McDonald's, I'm not allowed to accept tips. But when a little old lady slips me $1, I put it in my pocket. Like, I mentioned something about tips, very briefly, just to, like, kind of get the scope on, like, what the vibe was on tips. And they were like, yeah, we're not technically supposed to accept tips. They're supposed to go in the drawer, but... Hey, fuck that. I'm not putting the tip in the drawer. In the drawer? In the drawer? That's the last place. I would throw this in the trash before I put it in the drawer. It's 1 to 4 player co-op, and you hunt monsters using 14 different weapons. Okay, cool. I like that. See, that's what I thought it was, but it got so big that I thought surely it must be more complicated than that. I don't know. Is there like a big story to it? How did our precious Wensleydale get in there? Wensleydale? Not even Wensleydale. Oh, man. I've been to Monster Hunter streams and processed none of it. Oh, there's so many games I'm like that with, where like I've seen gameplay but don't actually absorb. Like Little Nightmares is one of those for me. Little Nightmares went into my eyeballs and leaked right out of my ears. I don't know anything about that game, but I've watched it all the way through. Same for like, not Inside, but the one that came out before that. And, it's another game I've watched people play, but like didn't absorb at all. Many. This time there is, but that's usually not the case. I understand. That's why everyone's like going feral and eating it up. Which I like. I can really appreciate when a game is like, it's good because it does one thing really well, and they don't try to expand their playstyle or whatever. Like the devs, they don't come out with an update that like completely changes the game or adds a bunch of bullshit that people don't want, because they've got something that works, and it might be simple, but if people like it, then that's what they like. I'm always a fan of devs, you know, not messing up when there's a good thing going. Skipper Fives went to dinner, but I don't know if she's played Grounded. But Grounded has an arachnophobia mode. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of spiders. So it's got an arachnophobia mode that turns spiders into just like a floating oval with eyes, and it kind of jiggles towards you. Which to me is more terrifying than the spider, but you know, to each his own. I'm trying to convince Fives to play Raft with me. That's the survival crafter that I'm inseminating into her brain right now. Back off, she's mine! I should play more Palea. Just speaking of like playing games with other people. I just, I don't know. A lot of the Palea updates lately have been like, I tried to hold off on the criticism that a lot of people had like about a year ago. It was like, most of the updates are just like cosmetic stuff, or worse, like cosmetics that you have to pay for. And it's like, yeah, new shop drops and everything are great, but can you guys add can we get closer to the 1.0 release before we do stuff like that? Like, I know you guys need money, but you laid off like 80% of your team, and now you're just putting out cosmetic updates, and it feels like you're just trying to cash cow this thing before it dies at this point. So we'll just see where Palea goes. I really like it a lot, but I'm nervous that it does not have a full release, and it does not have a concrete roadmap to an official release. They're taking it like one major update at a time, which is fine. Again, it just makes me a little it makes me a little antsy about the future of the game. Skipper's not afraid of spiders, but you had it on once. Are you a friend, Mr. Blob? You can make perfectly cut screams if you streamed that game. Oh yeah, that's understandable. Especially, I've seen a little bit of Grounded gameplay, and especially that game at night. It's very unforgiving. It seems like the early game for Grounded is extremely unforgiving. And yeah, if you have arachnophobia mode on and you don't know what's going on, you can be like, well, what's this? Is this a friend? Oh, I need to play another horror game on stream. I don't think I have any right now that I haven't played. I I did Layers of Fear way long time ago when I was still streaming off my Xbox. Like in the living room. But, that one's a good streaming game, but I mean, obviously I've already fucking played it. And it's also still like $40, I think, which it's a good game, but it came out a long time ago and it is not still worth $40. But also, a lot of horror games don't scare me because the gimmicks don't scare me. Like, Outlast scared me a bit because of the gameplay, but the premise didn't really scare me because I was just playing a dumbass journalist. Who, like, obviously didn't really want to get out that bad because you very easily could have, like, scaled some shit and broke a window and ran. They were too concerned with the truth, which it's a good aspect for a game, but again, in terms of, like, my immersion and me being afraid, it's not gonna work because I would never do some shit like that. And I feel like a lot of horror video games rely on the suspension of belief in, like, how you would act in a horror scenario way more than horror movies do. And I'm already very critical of horror movies. I say very critical, but I'm critical to me. Someone who's actually critical would probably laugh, but my version of being critical is like, I didn't like that. Shut up. Stop everything. Everyone stop everything. Everyone pause. 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 The newest drop for Conflux lore just hit. And we are going to watch it on stream. It's only like a minute long. We are going to watch it on stream. Let me get this pulled up in like an incognito thing. I've never pulled up a web page on stream with this this thing. So private window, so you can't see any of my shit, just in case. No, I didn't want to copy my chat. I want to copy the fucking Twitter thing. Go away. Fuck off. What? Listen, I know I'm streaming, but my my desktop web browser should not be lagging so much that I can't type in an address. Alright, where's my... There it is. You already watched it for sure. It was like 20 minutes ago. Well, okay, well, where have I been for 20 minutes? Faceless? I do that all the time. Or I'm like, where the fuck is this stupid ass noise coming from? And it's Roblox I've left open for like an hour. Why does this game have ambient ocean noise for the pause menu? Oh, I'm playing Roblox Tycoon. All right, let's get it. Oh no! Come on! Web scene. Window capture. But it's gonna be this. Nice! There we go. Oh, nice. It's all trimmed perfectly. Good. Alright, let's watch. Okay, Fives and her new lab assistants have made a breakthrough. Generating a world from scratch is no longer an impossible task. Will this new world bring new faces to the Conflux? Can a Minecraft server really last forever? Answers are coming soon.
Creating a new world from nothing actually takes quite a bit of effort. Biomes, mobs, weather, chunks. I need this world to be perfect. The nights have been sleepless, but that means no nightmares. For the first few days, it was just my subjects and I. They don't really say much. So I brought on a few lab assistants, and they have been indispensable to the project. And to my sanity.
Side characters.
When I open this world, it'll mean a new beginning. Everyone will be so excited to play on the server again. Maybe we can even invite some new people. Alright, enough talk. we're finishing preparations for the first test of the generator.
Let's go.
Everyone ready? Let's do this.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, it worked. It's real.
Oh my god, shut. Hey! Skelly, like, went outside for some reason, or someone broke into my house. They hear the front door and they go fucking nuts. Anyways. Sorry, my dogs ruined the dramatic the dramatic climax of that. This looks like it's gonna be insane. I'm so excited. So we're using the new world portal. We are using the new world portal. Skipper, I saw that. Everyone, for those who don't know, today is the day that SpongeBob takes his boating exam. Oh, that was yesterday, actually. My bad. Get Benthick's dogs on Conflux. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't. Well, actually, I don't have any dogs in Conflux named after my real dogs because I'd be way too upset if they died. Do you want to guess who's playing the lab assistants? Well, I know one's Miller, but I didn't recognize the other skin. But that's mostly just because, like, I assume they're not on the Conflux. So, I hope he passed. The boating exam, I mean. He didn't. It's okay. He'll try again next year. Honestly, to restore activity on the server, we just need V to drop out of school. V, if you see this, do not drop out of school. Right? We just need V always on. Apparently, Skelly left the house and went to the store and came back just now. And I did not know that I was alone in the house. That's a little frightening. But it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. He has to chase the dogs out of the bedroom because he's feeding the cats. It's very funny. Oh, Coral. Okay. Oh! Miller is me in a skin and the other is Kanaga playing a girl. Sick. You guys are starting your character acting careers, I see. His next post is tagged his old post and says, bad news. Yep. Bad news, guys. Try again next year. Nice. I'm glad that she kept it hidden, like, for so long. I mean, I figured it was going to be something with the new portal. Because the new portal, for those of you who are on Conflux, if you haven't been looking at the hub lately, there's been some new letters appearing on the mystery portal, hinting at what it may be. But you wouldn't know that unless you were on the Conflux. And you can get a Conflux boarding pass. I don't think anyone in chat right now is not on the Conflux. 1 second. I just realized that because my mic wasn't muted, just the mic on the stream was muted, you could tell I was still talking. I was talking secrets, and you guys will never know what I was saying. You two are playing Coral and Miller in the live-action remake! I forgot Conflux was sold to... Yeah, that's the actual secret, is Five's sold... She sold out, and is now a millionaire. And Conflux belongs to Pixar, and we will be getting a movie and a limited series, and also we're all fired. My what? Hi, Skelly. Also, welcome back. Chris, I'm on complex right now. Flips hair. It's a very thick Venn diagram between your two audiences. One could even say a circle. I mean, hey, I've got a few stragglers out there that are benthic bones homegrown, and I love them very, very much. And the idea is to keep streaming and separate our Venn diagrams gradually. So I can stand on my own 2 feet. Skipperlandia was bad and destroyed it like the Fire Nation. Told me to quit the server before she finds my IP addresses and bombed my house. Well, you heard her. Get going. Do you want a pipe bomb in your mailbox? Because that's how you're gonna put one in your mailbox. I shouldn't say things like that. Apparently Twitch doesn't like jokes anymore. Womp womp. Look at this doofy old dude. I don't know his name. Does anyone who watches Wallace and Gromit, or is like has watched more than me, know the name of this lovely creature? I'm a big fan of the fact that he's got like a head injury. He's got bandages and his eyes are all fucked up. I love the trope of the doofy robot. You know what I mean? Like the robot who's not good at what it was programmed to do, but its creator loves it so much it just keeps it around anyways, even though it fucks everything up. And it's just like womp womp meep, 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 and it like wheels around and bumps into walls. Love that. This is the swaggiest doghouse I've ever seen. This is how all dogs should have their doghouse. Only thing it's missing is like an AC unit and a mini fridge. What a fine set of nozzles too, Gromit. Yeah, well. Oh look, there they are! Oh, Wensleydale. I should probably switch to the short while I'm in here, so I can actually clean everything. Apple. Oh yeah! I remembered this the pull cord. I don't remember what it does, but I know it's a gimmick. Yellow's your medium bowler. Nothing fancy. Puts in solid work. Everyone, listen. The yellow nozzle. Where is it? Give me the yellow nozzle. My wheel kind of is messed up. The yellow nozzle is such a staple for Power Wash Simulator. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. They actually held a vote. I don't know if it was on the Discord or on Twitter, but they held a vote that was like, what's the best nozzle? I voted for the Trident because I really love the Trident. But what won was the yellow nozzle, and this is why. It's like the satisfaction nozzle. If you want to like clean slow and you like those sweeping shots or whatever, you get them with the yellow. Yellow is also good for in here because it's really crowded, and I need like a cone to get everything. I also can't like see half of it. If you guys hear Skelly coughing, don't worry about it. I feel like my complex characterization gives a bit secret. It does. It does. Is that not the angle you're going for? Because it does. Like, Citrus City is like, it feels like such a dense land of wonders for me. Probably because I don't visit too often, but like, it's like it, and because of my shaders and the decoration like blocks you use, it glows in like the perfect eerie way. It's beautiful, obviously, but like in terms of like a supervillain, because it's all like one color, but you've got like the palette and the gradient. It's great. You live on an island, got a lot of money, sell weapons. Yeah, you're not blue or red or yellow. I also forget Citrus City's an island. Or, well, Bambudos is the island, but Citrus City is like it's a coast. It's got some shit going on. Is that everything in the Kindle? I guess I got it. Okay. I also forget to think of the tridents as weapons, but they totally are. That's like their main purpose. I just use mine for transportation. That's like saying you use your gun to clean your garden. Also, humble brag. Well, it's not even, well, I mean, it's not a humble brag. It's like a loud brag, but also me complaining about my day. I walked 12,000 steps at work today. They had me running orders outside literally all day. And it's fine. I like getting a workout in at work. That's like part of the reason I wanted a service industry job like McDonald's, because I knew I'd be on my feet all day, and I was kind of sick of being a lazy fuck and sitting around all the time. But when you work from 6 to 2 and you only get 30 minutes to sit down, and you have to take that 30 minutes at like 8 a.m. after nothing's happened and you're not even tired, it sucks. And like, if I could choose when to take my 30-minute break, it would not be nearly as bad, but they always make me take it like within the first 3 hours of my shift. And it is the worst. Multi-purpose. Same with rockets. I forget rockets are weapons. I just, again, transportation or like aesthetic. But yeah, rockets were originally, did rockets come out before Elytra or after, or in the same update? I actually don't know that. Because if rockets came out before Elytra, that would be wild. Because it's like, here's artillery. And then, you know, Elytra was like, oh, you can use your artillery to move around. Rockets came after. Okay. Hi, welcome back, Inago. It makes a lot of sense that rockets would come after. But it would be hilarious if they were there beforehand. Rockets came out with parrots. I see. It's still a shame you can't breed parrots in Minecraft. It's so weird that you can't. Well, what are all the animals that you can't breed in Minecraft? It's like all the animals. Well, with parrots, it's extra weird because you can domesticate them. Any other animal or mob that you can't breed in Minecraft, you also can't domesticate. There's old videos of people flying by shooting themselves with punch bows. That, like, Minecraft rocket jumping. That's insane. I don't doubt it. People, I think that's part of the reason why all the Minecraft old heads that complain about every single update, even if it's an objectively good update, I kind of understand where they're coming from, because you don't get that kind of innovation in Minecraft anymore, really. Because you have Elytra and rockets. You don't have to punch yourself with a bow to fly like 50 blocks. So yeah, I guess I kind of see it now, but I can say I'd much rather fly with an Elytra than hit myself with a bow and arrow. Polar bear, dolphin, squid, parrot, hostiles. Oh yeah, except with chairs. Minecraft will never add chairs, and that's something I'm actually very thankful for. I think /sit is fine. I think it's cute. There's no reason to not use /sit. But Minecraft having actual, like, tables and chairs and furniture, blech, absolutely not. I'd download a mod if you want stuff like that. Or download, what's the bits mod where it breaks blocks up into, like, 64 teeny tiny blocks, and you can use those to decorate? Get those if you want to use Minecraft as, like, your art platform. Elytra 1.9. Chisel and bits. Thank you, Faceless. That is exactly what I was talking about. Chisel and bits. I could only think of kibble and bits, and that's dog food. Render tried to steal my idea. What idea? What idea? Oh, that reminds me. I need to, oh yeah, there's new emote. And it's oh, it is a sub emote only. Right. So I've got that, and I think this is a follower emote. This is... Okay, that's a sub emote. Sorry, I don't know what my things are. Oh, simple sitting. I didn't mean to. I separately had the idea and then didn't check the threads to see if anyone else said it. You get credit, though. Because we have it in Complex now. And I will say that Skipper is the reason it was on the table. And we all came together and made sure it was implemented. Hell yeah, Skelly! Hit it! Woo! Hit it! I'm trying to think of some stuff in Minecraft that like quality of life that I really want. Like I'm like opinionated about in a positive way. But I can't think of anything. Every Minecraft update I just kind of accept with like a ooh cool thanks. I don't really... Part of the reason people fussing about Minecraft updates kind of annoys me is because, like, you already got the game. The game's only $30. And it's a game that is designed to have limitless potential. And you can do whatever you want with it. And they update it for free. They don't have to do that. Especially since it was bought by Microsoft of all fucking places. They do not have to update that game at all, and they do not have to release updates for free. I know people say Mojang is a lazy company or whatever, because all they do is Minecraft. But I think most of their resources go to their dev team, not their update team. And their dev team's always making something new. Are they mostly kind of industry failures? Yeah. And I think that's why they're focusing on Minecraft updates more so now. But I don't like calling video game developers lazy, because like 99% of them are there taking shit pay with horrible hours in a non-union position purely for the love of the game. I gotta print a thing for my brother and the printer takes so much power it's causing my lights to... Gnago, what the fuck? It's causing your lights to flicker? Okay. I think you need to get your wiring checked out wherever your printer is plugged in, because a printer should not take that much power. Unless it's like a laser, like you're printing pictures, like shiny, glossy pictures, or like a poster. Your printer should not be doing that. Or maybe you just need to change your light bulbs. Yeah, V hated the idea. Well, did he? Did he hate the /sit? Oh, yeah, because of the minecarts. Well, you can still use the minecarts. Especially, like, if you want to sit, like, up close to something, because /sit doesn't really work on stairs. Like, it looks kind of ugly. So, there is definitely a spot for, minecarts still, with that functionality. That's why you why don't you call him a snow roach? Isn't that your new favorite word for white people is snow roach? Anyways. He's from Canada? Oh, I see. So it's like he's like a north. I get it. Okay, I see. Don't get too racist, please, but I understand. Also, yeah, of course I'm gonna rant. I'm sitting in a dark room playing POWERWASH Simulator, talking to myself. Of course I'm gonna rant about things. Like, you guys are here, obviously. But at the end of the day, I am having a one-sided conversation out loud. Turn on some light. No, they don't hurt my eyes. You wanted /sit because minecarts keep getting pushed if you get too close. See, that's understandable. Like, if there's a spot where a minecart would be awkward, you can use /sit. if you have like enough space to move around and you want to make stuff look more like furniture, or like be like functionality, you use the minecart. That's why I like /sit, because it doesn't take anything away. You can still use you can simply not /sit. You can just simply not sit. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, but consider, I don't like /sit. And completely valid. You don't have to like it. But the reason I like the implementation of it is because you can just simply not use it. Oh my god, so sensitive. Yeah. What about it? I'm delicate. Oh, sometimes I cry if the sun's out for too long. It makes me think about things. Well, yeah. Well, Crystal, that's what I was saying, is like the minecart stuff. The minecart stuff has its place because /sit on stairs doesn't work. Like, it's way too clunky and it's ugly. Like, if you want, like, functionality, like, the AF Cafe, in Calrome still has minecarts, and it's gonna stay that way, because I prefer the minecarts, because it's a very small space, and you cannot use /sit, because you would just be sitting on top of stuff. But, like, I like the idea of sitting outside. Like, someone's yapping, and instead of running around or just standing still, I can, like, sit patiently and look at them, like, like a little kindergartner getting a bedtime story. Oh, it will? See, I tried /sit on top of stairs, and I felt like I was just sitting on top of the stairs. Like, I felt way more like I was sitting in a seat in the minecart. Like, in terms of, like, quote-unquote chairs, I think minecarts are the best chairs. /sit is not great for chairs. /sit's just good for putting your butt wherever you want to put it. At Scuffed Skeleton. Blast, I'm gonna let it shine near Benthic and flash lights into Benthic's room. Skelly. Your request has been put into the Skelly Interrupts Benthic stream queue. Great. I have no idea when that queue is gonna activate. Okay, Faceless says you have to do /sit on the bottom part of the stairs for it to, like, scoot you in. Either way, my point stands. I am fully with Crystalie in terms of, like, the functionality aspect of the minecarts, and they are the best option for furniture. They're functional furniture that's not just for looks in Minecraft. But again, I like /sit because I can just sit on the beach. And I don't have to put up a whole redstone contraption to do it. You're talking about Minecraft playing POWERWASH Simulator. It's like an iPad kid conversation. Do you want me to talk about POWERWASH Simulator while I'm playing POWERWASH Simulator? Because I can. I'm in the POWERWASH Simulator Discord. I can talk about, like, the plushie giveaways, other stuff. I could talk about how, like, the dev, it's like a single dev leader, and he's super active in the Discord, and, like, answering bug questions and everything. Why don't you wash your stove? Stinky. I did. I took a shower as soon as I got home. You should talk about Starbound. I love talking about Starbound. Oh yeah, Skelly did just start playing Starbound. Well, Starbound, it's free on Xbox Game Pass right now. But the unfortunate thing about Starbound on the Xbox is that the point and click aspect is just really not great on the controller. It's a lot like Stardew, where, like, you can play Stardew. Well, no, I wouldn't say it's a lot like Stardew. It's worse. Not worse. Different. It is harder to play on console than Stardew, but it's got a similar aspect in that, like, it kind of bungles the point and click aspect of the controls. So he likes it, but I think he's going to play it on PC. Yeah, he's just going to download Starbound and play it. I've had a little interest in Starbound, especially since Fives enjoys it, because she also doesn't like Terraria. And this isn't me talking about Terraria objectively. I don't give a fuck. I just, personally, I don't have fun playing it. And a lot of people call Starbound, like, Terraria in space. And it's like, oh, okay, well then I wouldn't like it. I shouldn't waste my time, because if it's Terraria in space, I'm just going to be not liking it and also being in space. But it's different. Calling it Terraria in space is doing it a very severe disservice. So who knows? I might try it. Miller's live and it just said Minecraft. Ooh. That might have been left over from last time. Or no, Miller plays the hell out of Minecraft. He's probably, well, who knows what he's doing. Playing the hell out of Minecraft, for sure. Who's Miller? This is the, this is a Benthic Bone stream? Who is this Miller that you speak of? Occasionally lurked in Xbox Starbound streams. People who play Starbound do not think of it like that. Okay, that's good. Maybe it's just the graphics that make people say that, because it's got like the same shoebox perspective, like side-scrolling pixely kind of thing. Miller literally won't play games other than Minecraft and instead plays Minecraft Recreations. I play TF2 in Minecraft. Let's do it! Burn. I love Benthic streams. I'm Benthic's biggest fan. The real Starbound playstyle is exploring the universe, collecting furniture, and hats. See, that's the kind of pitch that makes me want to play it. Gimme. Gimme. Thank you. Oh, I have Pink Pony Club stuck in my head. I imagine most people in this chat probably aren't that into Chapel Roan or like the Midwestern kind of like pop music. But she sang with Elton John recently, like live. He just kind of appeared on stage and sang with Chapel Roan. It was really sweet and cute. But because of that, Pink Pony Club, like the really moving version where she's like, ah, is like stuck in my head. That's how you, oh, okay. Exploring the universe, collecting furniture and hats. Honestly, yeah, that actually, yeah. You fucking love hats. Skelly had an era of like 3 months where we were going to the mall, and every time we went to the mall, he would go to Lids and get like 3 new hats. Oh, no wonder I couldn't reach it. I was still using the shorty. Oh. Well, there we go. There we go. Clean. Steam got rid of the old game sharing system. Is that why I've been getting those pop-ups every time I open a game, especially Roblox and Minecraft? There's like, welcome to the new Discord overlay. Actually, that's a Discord update because Roblox and Minecraft aren't on Steam. Ignore me. I'm a fucking idiot. You played Terraria and it's like taking a newborn to college and telling it to make a rocket that can go to Pluto. Skipper, that is the most real description of what playing Terraria is like, for me personally, I have ever heard in my entire life. It is like being a newborn and being in like an advanced calculus class, and they're like, why can't you do this calculus, newborn? Is Skelly a Yankee guy or a bowler hat guy? Skelly is definitely not a bowler hat guy. I've never seen Skelly in a bowler hat, but he would wear one, I think. Not like out, but he'd like put it on. He'd put it on and do like a little character with it. I don't know what you mean by Yankee. because I don't know what kind of hat that is, but Skelly likes ball caps. He likes flat brims, but since he's not a teenager anymore, he realizes that flat brims are a thing of the past. So he I think, I can't remember if he has any flat brims, but if he does, they're not like the really big chunky ones. It's like a ball cap that just happens to have a flat brim. It's not like one of those really tall forehead hats. I'm a gentleman who wears fedoras. I'm actually a nice guy who dresses really well. And your outfit is never complete without a fedora. Yeah. See what I mean? He bought a couple of flat brims and then like molded them he molded the brim to be how he wants it to be, which is that's kind of what flat brims were initially sold for. It was like, oh, we're gonna sell the brim flat, and I don't know if it was like it's cheaper because they don't have to have the machine bend it into shape, or if it was for like customization purposes for customers to do exactly that, to bend it how they want. But they are designed to be bent, you know, like you're not ruining a flat brim by bending it to be a ball cap. That's what it is. Based crystalline. Baseball caps are nice. I have to wear a visor at work, which is great because it hides my sweaty forehead and flyaways. What could this... Okay, I'm sorry. What could this be for? It's... Okay, hang on. That's... What am I looking at? Is that a lamb with a sword and like a moon behind it? Because that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so we've got shoes. We've got some kind of output. We've got a... Okay, so this is the seat. So you sit this way because that's for your feet. And then you pull on the lever. Wait. Okay, it was telling me to pick. You pull on the lever, and it does something, and it puts it in here, and then it comes out, and then you kick it. That's what this machine does. How do you do, fellow kids? I don't know anyone that actually owns a fedora. A fedora always seems like the type of hat you put on at like a place, and you look at it in the mirror and then you put it back. Wait, look closer. I know what it is. Get real close. Okay. Look, I'm looking. What is it? I'm looking. I'm gonna keep clicking. What is it? Tell me what it is. I'm as close as I can get. Get closer. Okay, what is it? I'm closer. What? It says, Bendix the Dumbass. Fuck you! Chrisley's father owns one, and he follows the gentleman rule of not wearing a hat indoors. That's awesome. He like ducks into the doorway and takes his hat off and holds it over his chest. Oh, hello, Mr. Crystalline. It's so nice to meet you. A fedora is definitely the type of hat you should own, like if you're at the hat store and they're like, why do you think you deserve this fedora? You can be like, I'm a father. Be like, oh, my apologies, sir. Here, right away. Let me show you to our finest stock. Thank you, Skelly. I was getting rot because I was hunched over. It's like, you can tell. As I am not male, this rule does not apply to me. So sometimes he just puts it on my head, like to hold it, like you're like his hat stand. You're like his living hat stand until he leaves the room again. Oh, Skipper, sorry, I completely missed your YouTube thing. What is this? Oh, Yankee with no brim. I see. I haven't heard Yankee with no brim in years. That is such a deep cut meme. Yankee with no brim. Yankee with no brim. Checked the Wallace and Gromit wiki, and it shoots footballs into a Oh, this is the soccer-o-matic or whatever. Oh, those are like rugby. That's why it doesn't look familiar, because those are like British soccer balls, so they're all leathery, and they look like rugby balls. Alright. Thank you, Faceless. That makes a lot of sense. Skipper! Skipper, you can totally still wear hats. You probably just have to pick a different haircut. Because there's it's not necessarily a race thing. Sometimes people just have different hair types, and it can be difficult for a lot of people to wear hats. Sometimes you just gotta shove it on there and deal with the hat hair. But I know as a black man, it can be that it's not just as easy as shoving your hair into a hat, because that can like mess it up. Exactly, but it looks great on me. Yeah, and some hats do have more hair space. That's completely correct. Quote Benthic saying as a black man. No, don't do that. No, don't, please. Don't. I do not need that. Okay, Skipper, I remember, didn't King just be like, didn't he do that thing where he was like, what? And he like peaked his mic. Like he was just like super shocked. Like he was like overly shocked. Like, King, it's not that surprising. Skelly! I should get, I don't have a lot of Nightbot commands. I should get that set up. That's on my stream to-do list, is some Discord setup stuff, and Nightbot stuff. Like automation. Just rested on your hair as a cherry topper. I don't know if that's gonna be the best look. You're just like a hat very precariously balancing on your hair. You're like, whoa. Dude, that reminds me of the wind today, actually. Wait, pond go sign gnome. Pond go sign. Well, this is the... Wait. Oh! Sorry. I really wasn't expecting that. I love stuff like this. I love when they put a cute little stuff in here like this. I know this is probably just something in Wallace and Gromit, but still, I love it. I said it twice, once on his stream, and he was like, Skipper, you're black! Like, whoa! Honestly, I think that's just how King receives information. Because anytime I would tell him something he didn't know, he'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? No, we cannot make that my sub noise. Skelly, you really didn't know? I guess you're not really in the Discord as much. Porch window frame. Ah. Well, at least it's one of the lower ones. There we go. I mean, I didn't ask. That's fair. That's fair. You can't just assume everyone's white, Skelly. God. Give me this newspaper. Cleaning the filth off the newspaper. There's not going to be any words left. Benthic is a higher... No, I am not. No, I am not, and no, I do not. Do I get up? Okay, Skipper, I'm not equipped to answer that question because I don't know how to define white energy. I truly don't. I don't know how to divide people's like behaviors like that, other than in extremely like stereotypical ways. Like white people love eating bread and being like, it's a living or whatever, but you know. Whoa, really? Skelly's out here headcanoning races. Mayonnaise-based human based on his typing. Skelly, Don't call people that. You can't just call people mayonnaise. What if I called you horchata? That'd be fucked up, wouldn't it? Wait, where's Preston's tail? Oh, there it is. I'm looking right at his butthole. Where's his tail? It's up here. There we go. It's true, though. Horchata's accurate. I'm a Mexican vanilla baby. Well. Sock-o-matic. You know, I guess I could have looked at the top left earlier and it would have told me, and I probably could have guessed without making Faceless do all that free labor. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Shh, it's fine. I literally had mayonnaise last night. Well, mayonnaise is a common ingredient in things. You could be like, I had a sandwich or whatever, you know? Oh, what's something you put mayonnaise on? Egg salad. I had egg salad. Oh, can a roof? Oh no, right out of the jar for me. It's just like a tablespoon and you just glorp it out of the jar. Oh, that's so good. And get another scoop. That's horrible. That's the most horrible thing I've ever heard. A fistful! Can you imagine reaching into a mayonnaise jar and grabbing a fistful of mayonnaise and then trying to pull your fist back out, but it gets stuck? And you're like, oh God! Oh! My hand! It's stuck in the mayonnaise! When I first met Scully, I thought he was mixed. I am, sir. Thank you. Well, he's not like... Scully is not mixed with black. He is mixed with Mexican. But yes, still the definition still stands. I just don't want you to be misinformed because Scully just said, oh, I am. Like a mayo Pooh Bear? It's not mayonnaise, Piglet. Oh, Crystal, it ruins your day when it has mayo. Do you just not like the taste, or is it like a texture thing? Because I know sometimes, like, I like mayo because it makes my sandwich, like, more wet, and it helps the ingredients kind of come together in my mouth. But a lot of people don't like mayonnaise for that exact reason. Meat Canyon voice line. Silly cow. Ask the Germans, we don't count. Skelly, I will not be doing that. Oh my god, where is the engine? Where is it? Where's the engine? I'm losing my mind. Where's the engine? Is it down here? Where is it? Wait. Okay, am I missing, like... Wait, let's say open. Can I open something? Did it? Dude, for the briefest of seconds, I had like a little thing. Okay, well you get out of here. Oh, wait, shopper engine. Oh, whoa. I was looking at the wrong thing. You don't like mayonnaise for that exact reason? Hell yeah, I called it. No, I bestowed it upon you. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ganago. I got it eventually. You are Mexican henceforth. Skelly, I don't think you can knight Skelly to... Or, I don't think you can knight Crystally to be Mexican. Also, see. Skelly, the reason was that mayonnaise makes your sandwich kind of wet and it makes the ingredients mix more coherently in your mouth. And I said that's why I like mayonnaise. But that could be a reason why someone dislikes mayonnaise. And Crystal said that is the reason why she dislikes mayonnaise. You know what that means, don't you? See? Mexican already. Shopper lid. I see. That's why. You know what's so funny is Wallace and Gromit. I don't know how old Wallace and Gromit is, but I know it's at least as old as the early 2000s. Or maybe at least the late 90s. But it's so funny that, like, this was considered, like, a silly and superfluous invention when it was first conceived. And now we have robots that actually just do this. Like casually. Casually and genuinely, we have this as, like, a product that people buy, sell, and use. I'm gonna have you to revoke that, unfortunately. I also don't like tortilla. Okay, see, I want to ask you, flour or corn? Or both? Because they do have different taste and textures. Skelly doesn't like corn tortillas, but he fucks up some flour tortillas. I like them both, but I really, really like corn tortillas. Both, okay. It's the white in me. Okay, yeah, both. That's understandable. Well, I think the beans are absolutely the texture thingy for you, Skelly, because beans have that grainy thing that you don't like. It's like eating like a soft apple. You know, you bite an apple and you expect it to go, but then it kind of just goes, and it's like kind of sour. Like those school lunchroom apples. Ah, see, I knew it. More stuff in the kennel. I knew I didn't get everything in there. What am I missing here? Oh, whoa! Filth. Beans are so variable, though. Lots of varieties. See, you get the SpongeBob snail po ick, where he's like, what does he say? Something part of the day, serving it up Gary's way. And then he's like, I wonder what snail po tastes like. And he's like, blah. And he has to keep tasting the snail po to retrace his steps. That is one of the funniest SpongeBob episodes. It's one of my favorites. I remember as a kid sitting in front of the TV losing my shit. The day I lost my identity. But I think I need to see what type of One Piece fan you are. Do you call him Chopper or Tony Chopper? Well, when I'm talking about the character, I say Tony Chopper. Because he's so cute that I can't help but say his full name. But I also, you know, when I think of Chopper, I sing the song like Boku wa doctor, a Tony Chopper. So like that's all, like, you know. But my dog is also named after Tony Chopper. So I call him just Chopper all the time. But then I also sing at him. We garden, we build, we cook. Skelly, that's not what he meant by beans. He meant actual beans that grow in the ground. And you know what? Beans are very diverse, and I like them. You've got lima beans, green beans, black beans, pinto beans. And that's just 4 beans off the top of my dome. Dude, black beans are genuinely so good. I need to like make more stuff with black beans in them. I've got a can of black beans just sitting in my pantry not doing shit. Why don't you call your dog Dr. Tony Chopper? Because that is way too long and he would get distracted halfway through his own name. I do call him Chippy way more than I call him Chopper. Our dogs have so many nicknames, I don't know if they actually know what their names are. Smashing job from Wash Lad, eh, Gromit? Now that Shopper 13's good as new, be a good dog and send him out to replenish our cheese supplies, eh? Meanwhile, I'll set up Sock-O-Matic for some keepy-uppies. On me head, lad. Sound detected. Deep sigh. So, Power Wash Simulator, the story thing, is completely text-based. So it's very cute that they're using, like, these little emoticons and sound detected and stuff for Gromit, because Gromit doesn't speak. Our poor Nitomatics in a right tangle. There's not a moment to lose, Gromit. Deploy Washlad to the basement. Let's get everything woolly clean. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you in the forehead. They know their names because it's how I parent them. They get full names. No, I know. But, like, they might just think that that's their name when they're bad. Like, Chopper versus Yippee. Ooh, the basement. Something happened here. Something fruity happened here. This is the tallest basement I've ever seen in my entire life. I guess it is like an inventor's basement. And also I'm short. I keep forgetting that I'm short because I'm a little robot and I'm like 3 feet tall. Well, alright, let's get started. Something. What? Close to your real life height? No, it's not. I'm a very respectable average height. I remember when I was like in middle school, my friend, we both hit like 5'6", like 8th grade, stopped growing. Or she might have been like 5'5", but we were both like a little disappointed in like our genes and how tall we ended up. But it was for opposite reasons. She was upset that she stopped growing at 5'6" because she always had dreams of being like 6 feet tall and being a supermodel. And I was upset because I always wanted to be like an uwu small bean and I wanted to be like 5 foot or 5'2". And I mean, that's just the type of thing that you do in middle school. You know, you're like, my body changed and it's in a way I don't prefer. Average for an ant. What is this? A stream for ants? Did you know some people can smell ants? Like, ants give off a smell, and some people can smell it. So it's top and a bottom. Yeah. If devil fruits were if devil fruits were real, like only devil fruits and no users, would you give Dog Chopper the Hito no Mi? Like the one that turned him into a person? No, because I would not want to burden Chopper with humanity. Like Chopper specifically. I would turn Duck. I would give Duck the fruit, but Chopper's just so innocent and so dog. It would feel like corrupting something. You can smell ants? That's sick. Skelly, that's not what boofing means. That is Skelly. That's not what that word means. That's not what that word means. That your nose is not involved when you do that. But yeah, that's the consensus. People who can smell ants say they just kind of smell like dirtier dirt. Like they just smell like dirt plus. Here, Chopper, pay your taxes. Here, Chopper, here's this fruit. Okay, you have sentience and awareness now? Great. I'm gonna need you to start paying rent. I give Chopper the Hiko no Mi fruit just so he can be our tax attorney. I'm gonna be an actuary. Great, now I'm giggling about ant pooping. God damn it, Scott. It's not funny. It's a horrific thought. Maybe all the dirt is slightly ant contaminated and smells like ants. Well, there's certainly, like, dirt. Ant contaminated. The ants are getting a little too freaky with their fucking chemical messages, and the dirt's just overloaded with pheromones. Completely different dirt smell. Honestly, I think dirt smells different depending on, probably not the type of soil, because I don't think, like, clay and sand smell all that different. Well, no, actually, clay, it might depend on how they hold water. Because, like, clay has a distinct smell, and sand has a distinct smell. And they both get wet in different ways. So, like, there's something triggering a smell. And then ants make that a little different. Auto wash. Oh. Auto wash? Okay. Freaky ants. Aunts and uncles. You ate ants once and it tasted like dirt, but it was good. Honestly, I'm kind of not surprised. They make tortilla chips out of ant protein. And they actually make them, like, lightly salted, so you can actually still kind of taste the ants. And according to people who have had the chips, as long as you don't have a weird bug up your butt about eating bugs, then they taste fine. Skelly, this happened when I was a child. That reminds me of, there was a really, really, really old YouTube video, like over a decade old, called Eat the Muffin. And it's just like some high school kids, like, outside in, like, their picnic area. And it's a guy with his shitty, like, 2008 iPhone videoing a trail of ants going, you know, like, and he finally gets to, a muffin, like a half-eaten muffin, that is obliterated with ants. I'm talking, like, covered in ants. Like, this shit's been out there overnight. And when he gets to the muffin, he goes, "Eat the muffin, eat it, eat that muffin, eat it, eat the muffin, eat it, eat that muffin." And then at the very end, he goes, "It's got a couple ants on it, but who gives a shit?" And his friend picks up the muffin and shoves it in his mouth. Oh yeah, cooked crickets. I definitely think that, like, bug protein is the future. I haven't had them. I will fully admit, I have not had crickets or ants or anything, but I fully would. The only thing that kind of grosses me out is, like, eating them whole, like, as a gimmick. Like, chocolate-covered crickets or whatever. That seems kind of icky to me, because I still have, like, the, you know, I don't want to eat bugs. But if someone told me, like, if someone handed me a prepared dish, and they were like, "Oh, I made this with bug protein," I'd be like, "Okay, did you use onion and garlic too?" Word, okay, who cares? As long as you fucking seasoned it. I'd never bash the skipper. Yeah, everyone's weird. Cricket dust doesn't taste like anything. Well, no, yeah. I would imagine that the taste is mostly just kind of like creature and dirt. It's just the mental blockage. Like, there's been fucking thousands of people on YouTube that eat, like, water bugs and roaches and rhinoceros beetles and crickets, and you have to take, like, a bite out of those things. You can't just pop it in your mouth and, like, chew swallow. You have to think about it. Like, you have to work on it, otherwise you're gonna choke. And even with that, they were like, the worst part was looking at it and, like, how sharp it was, or whatever. Or, like, it had, like, a squishy middle or something. That's gross to me. If you fry crickets, it kind of tastes like potato skin. Really? How to eat fried worms, Skelly? There exists a dollar amount that I would willingly eat crickets or ants or other things, but it would be very, very expensive. Extremely relatable, Crystal. That's like, oh God, what's something, I think I'd eat almost anything for money that's like an edible thing. You know, like I'm not going to eat glass or plastic for money because that's just fucked up, but if someone was like, I'll give you $100 to eat this Carolina Reaper, I'd pop that shit in my mouth without blinking. You know? It's like, it would cost $10,000 to me. No, give me like, if it's 3 digits, I'll put it in my mouth. Don't clip that. So, okay, Skipper, I'm gonna need you to explain how you're afraid of worms. Scully, I'm gonna need you to never tell me about how you did that ever again. That sounds slimy and gross and squishy. See, the problem with worms sound like they'd be flavorful. And that's not good. 4 digits. Understandable. I had a woman at work today who, she, very, very, well, not very, but like older white lady. And she was like, the McChicken, how spicy is that? And I was like, oh, the McChicken? The McChicken isn't spicy at all. We have a hot and spicy option, but the regular McChicken isn't spicy. And she was like, oh, okay. And she was like looking at the menu again, and she was like, does the McCrispy have pepper on it? And I was like black pepper? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I think it's in the breading. And she was like, that's spicy. I don't like things with pepper. And I was like, what the fuck? I know my worth. Honestly, worms aren't good. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They're very slimy and rubbery, and they burst, and it's not pleasant, and they wiggle the entire time you chew them. 0 out of 10 worst bug to eat. Worms are bugs. Yes, worms are bugs. Worms are, it starts with an A. I can't remember. Fuck. It's like the word for like segment. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm using it for chat. Anyways. Yeah, Skelly, that's disgusting. How old were you when you did that? And did you do it for money? That is horrifying. But it's an understandable, like, irrational fear. I've got that with, like, regular parasites. Like, actual, for real parasites. They, like, intestinal parasites creep me out. I don't want them to, because I like them. I like parasites as, like, a concept. I think it's cool. Especially, like, the ones that don't just kill their host and suck their blood. I think, complicated parasites are a really cool thing. But they give me the squick so bad. You were 6 and a kid paid you $3 and you got Pokemon cards. Oh yeah, white pepper. I do know it's a thing, but I've never cooked with it. But I think it's, white pepper would be really, really good in like an Alfredo, I think. But, yeah. White pepper is delicious. We need to get some, Skelly. I'm surprised we don't have any, yeah, and white sauces. I'm surprised, or in gravy. I think you can use white pepper in like biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's exactly what it is. Gross, but caterpillars are fine. Do you like those really fuzzy caterpillars? Because I don't. I like the caterpillars that are like really fat and chubby looking. The fuzzy ones I like aesthetically, but if I'm gonna pick a caterpillar up and like mess with it, I want it to be smooth and squishy. Do you know what you can do with What can you do with caterpillars, Skelly? I have a feeling I don't want to know, but I also have a feeling you're going to tell me anyways, so I might as well just let you. Yep. See, it's funny partially because of how it sounds. Like the singular syllable followed by em. Like there's a bit in South Park where they have a very, very old like metal artist doing a concert, and he has no business. I can't remember the name. It's not. It might be Gene Kelly, but the bit is that they wheel him out for a concert, and it's his turn to like sing. Like the band's been going crazy, and it's his turn to actually like do the thing. And instead of singing, he just goes, "Ew, pooped him. Pooped him." And a nurse comes out on stage and changes him while the band keeps going. And so sometimes I'm just like, pooped him. All those old rockers from like the 70s, like when are y'all gonna rest? Like y'all forgot whole decades. How are you still with us right now? Like specifically with like Slash and Gene Kelly and oh, what's his name? Ozzy Osbourne. Someone's been taking my biz from my room.
Who would do that? You're the beer thief.
That's such a deep cut. Thank you, Skelly. You see monarch caterpillars more than others? Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've seen a caterpillar. Like, I need to go on like more nature walks and like look at bugs and stuff, because the last time I saw a bug that wasn't just like a daily pest, or not daily, but like, you know, a day-to-day pest, it's been a long time. I need to reconnect with my roots. I need to go outside, go into the woods, and just pick shit up. You were afraid of old ladies when you were 4? That's okay, I have a confession. I was one of those kids that was afraid of disabled people until I was like 5. Because I didn't understand it, and I didn't grow up around it. I didn't have any people like that in my family. So the first time I met someone who was severely disabled, I was really scared because I didn't know what was going on. I was really concerned that they were like hurt. You know, I was like, oh no, oh no. And then it was like, hey, they're normal. That's just how they live. I think a lot of kids have that. Maybe not specifically with disabled people like I did. It's like really fucked up. But again, in my defense, really, really little kid. like afraid of the moon because it looks different a certain night, young. And I also have severe anxiety, which probably has something to do with it. I think I was just worried about them. Oh my, really, Skipper? There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. That's the book. And I loved that book as a kid. I would sit in the corner and read that thing over and over again. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly, and if you give a mouse a cookie. Because each page it was like, what are they gonna do next? What crazy shenanigans are we getting up to here? What's she swallowing next? What's this crazy old bat up to? Oh my god. Skilly's hyping up the dogs. I can hear him in there like, shh, be quiet, shh. It's like when you're playing like with your little sibling and you hit them too hard and they're like, and you're like, no, shh, no, shh, I'll give you $1, shh, Mom, don't cry. Yeah, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie is an incredible book. I love that book. Very, very cute. Because it's so true. If you give a mouse a cookie, he is going to want a glass of milk to go with it. I also read Boom Chicka Pow a lot. The original Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs children's book. Not that I know of, Skipper. But I don't know everything. That totally could have been like a PBS Kids release, and I just didn't see it. Because PBS just does shit sometimes. Like, they'll just get like a licensing deal and just like make a limited series and then never show it again. I wish an ice cream truck would come through my neighborhood. They never do. Ice cream trucks don't even drive around anymore. They just go somewhere and park and wait for the people to come to them. And what's the point in that? If I don't hear the what's the ice cream truck music? See, I can't even recall the ice cream truck music. How sad is that? I can hear the tinkling bells in the back of my mind, but I can't recall the rhythm. Man, I think the best ice cream truck ice cream I've ever had was, I was with my friend at one of those classic, like, wood castle parks. You know what I'm talking about? With, like, the wood chips and, like, the giant wooden castles that had, like, a bunch of hidey spots. You could climb all over it. They don't really have those anymore. But there's an old one in my hometown. Or at least there was at this point in time. It was Saturday, so there's an ice cream truck just parked in the parking lot, making hella sales. And, I got, what did I get? I don't remember what ice cream I got, but I think I got a character pop. And if I got a character pop, I would have gotten the SpongeBob one. But I also could have gotten, like, a banana pop or something. I don't know. But that ice cream was the most delectable. Like, he was putting crack in that freezer. That ice cream made me euphoric. That was the best. There's so many trucks. Like, I realized the smell that I associate with ice cream trucks is just the smell of diesel. Because, there have been trucks, like, idling. I've never really been around diesel trucks. No one in my family's ever really had one. And in the drive-thru at my job, we're like idling because they're waiting on their food. I get a whiff and I'm like, oh, ice cream truck. And I'm like, no, that's just diesel. That's just what diesel smells like when a car is idling. Lethal Company jingle? Is that the ice cream truck jingle? Because I also don't know the Lethal Company jingle. I've only played that game a handful of times. You read a lot of picture books as a kid, because you have a little trouble reading. Some kids asked you why, and you're like, I don't know. You read a book with words once, and they're like, Skipper, you can read. Yeah, kids just say shit all the time, man. There's nothing wrong with picture books. I read like a cheetah, and I was still reading picture books just because I liked picture books, and I still do. Like Boom Chicka Pow. I was reading Boom Chicka Pow in my spare time that I was reading like chapter books. But I liked Boom Chicka Pow, and I liked the colors, and I liked the coconuts and everything, like trees. But objectively, it was a book for babies. SMH. Shaking my honkers. It's a shame that I'm not a face cam streamer, because the amount of physical comedy that I do that no one gets to appreciate, it's a shame. Boom Chicka Pow was colorful, but I didn't get it. I think that was also why I read it so much, because I was like, what's the point of this? What are they trying to tell me? What's the story here? What's the angle? You were known as a kid who couldn't spell yellow in 4th grade. Did you just keep leaving off the W? I mean, everyone, even people who, by all intents and purposes, shouldn't have any trouble spelling or learning to spell or memorizing things. Even, everyone has, certain words that they just get caught up on. Like, mine for a long time was restaurant. I finally figured that one out. Well, it was definitely, and then it was restaurant. Business was one, or not business, but busyness, because I could not accept that busyness and business were spelled the same. Busyness to me should be spelled with a Y. Or no, not business and busyness. See, I still have that one. See, I got confused. I think I also, the business and busyness, just, I don't know if that's a spelling thing for me, or if that's one of my 50-50 things. I've got like a condition where if something is either one thing or the other, it's either true or false or A or B or blue or red, I, for the life of me, cannot remember. If there are 5 options, if there are 10 options, if there are infinite options, I can remember the correct answer. But if there's only 2, it's a fucking toss-up. And if I, in my head, if I connect 2 things, I will have trouble keeping up with which is which. I have a confession. I have cleared it up now. But when I was like 12, Matthew McConaughey and Channing Tatum, couldn't keep them apart. Couldn't tell which was which. Those 2 men are extremely different, right? They are extremely different. There is no way you confuse them. But because in my brain, when I was 12 years old, I confused them like once, my brain was like, 50-50, you're fucked. And it continues to do that. It's gotten way better as I've gotten older, but holy shit. It's actually like debilitating sometimes, because someone will ask me the easiest question and I sit there and gape at them like I'm fucking stupid because it's a 50-50. And it should be easier for me because it's a 50-50, but I would have a way easier time with it if it was open-end. Took you a while to get beautiful. That's a hard one. I got beautiful because of Bruce Almighty, that movie. He has a scene where he goes, beautiful. And from that point on, I knew how to spell beautiful. Oh, you were missing an L? Well, whatever. You're spelling it phonetically. They could still tell what the word was. I can't believe I'm only at 38% of this level. I'm probably going to end stream without finishing this one. But I've had so much fun playing Power Wash Simulator on stream. Like, yapping instead of sitting in silence like I usually do. I'm probably going to save this and stream it again, maybe Thursday? I'm off tomorrow, but I think tomorrow I'm going to stream Minecraft. Because I need to get some stuff done in Cal Rome, and I think if I'm streaming, that'll give me the kick in the ass to be productive instead of just running around for 5 minutes and then logging back off. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna get to 50%. We'll get a nice, clean halfway mark, and then we'll call it. Let everyone enjoy their Tuesday evening, and let me enjoy my Tuesday evening. I love, like, an inventor's basement. I love that that's a trope. Although, I guess you just, the basement's just, like, it's a hobby space. But, it reminds me of Dill. If you hear Skelly in the background, he's on the phone with his mom. What's his name? Pickles, the dad. I forget his name, but he's Stu Pickles. He's an inventor, and that his whole basement is just fucking experiments and blueprints and prototypes. I love it. Oh, Riptide Plaza, I forgot about that. It is Mardi Gras. Today's Fat Tuesday. Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Fat Tuesday, everyone. I didn't go to any parades this year. Just because I'm not really feeling crowds right now. Just doesn't seem like the best. And also I'm too broke to afford drinks. And I don't like crowds even when I'm, like, doing well. And I usually need, like, a couple of drinks just to help me feel more sociable and not feel so antsy. And I don't really have funds to just be, like, going out and dropping $20 on drinks for no reason. Tell your mom I said hi. Let me get this moose. The moose that's seen the horrors. Let me see if I can get close to it again. I swear, if Scully, like, walks further down the hallway narrating stuff for his mom, I'm gonna whoop his ass. He's doing it. He's doing it. The horrors are never ending, yet I remain. These eyes have seen the wrath of God, and they will see the mercy of the devil. Beware. This is ridiculous. Scully, you need to not. You donated blood today so you could go up against medical advice and get drunk really quickly if you wanted to. Real. See, when I've never drank after giving blood. I also haven't given blood in a while. I should go do that. But, I have, like, purposefully not eaten a lot before going out because I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and I was going out specifically to get drunk because it was St. Patrick's Day. And so, like, if I'm, plan for it a little bit, like, I'm just gonna have a slice of pizza at 12, and then by the time 6 o'clock rolls around and I'm on, like, 3 shots, I'm gonna feel great. How do you know, Skipper? Chrisley might be a party animal for all you know. She could be drunk right now. She could have a bottle of Tito's in one hand and a bottle of Grey Goose in the other. Get this floor clean. Script. Script. There is a game I should have played on stream. I might replay it, honestly, just to play it on stream because it's kind of short. It's called Crime Scene Cleaner. Holy shit. Such a good game. Such a good, satisfying game. Literally, my only complaint about it is that I want more levels because there's only like 20 hours of gameplay. And I want Crime Scene Cleaner to become like POWERWASH Sim, where they just release levels for you to do. It doesn't really fit in the like story they wrote, but I feel like it could. Like, you can't really tack them on to the end of the story, but you could do like this happened in the middle between the main story jobs. I'm the type where you don't know when I get drunk. She gives person who, well, Skipper, you can be both of those people. You can sip tea by the fireplace and get crunk. Also, yeah, that's actually exactly the vibe I get from you, Crystally. Like, it's either, rocket ship. Speaking of Crystally, look at this. If like, it's like, okay, does Crystally drink? The answer is yes. Okay, the vibe is secret drunk. The person who you think is stone cold sober, and they're actually not even aware of what's happening. Crunk? Oh, Skipper, that must be like old slang. Crunk is it's kind of like drunk, but specifically party drunk. Like drunk and also like, woo, yeah, party, I'm dancing. That's what crunk is. I guess it's probably stands for crazy drunk, but it's not. Crazy is kind of too harsh of a word. It's really just like party drunk. I know when I'm drunk, and that's all that matters. Real. That's extremely real. One of my problems is that I don't know when I'm drunk. I'll get to the point where I feel good, and I'm like, hell yeah, I feel great. I'm gonna keep drinking, and then I feel horrible because I didn't stop myself when I felt good, and I like snowballed. Skipper! Well, are you? We're waiting. Like tapping on his watch. Hello? Hello? Oh, we're at 52%. Oh, I'll clean a little bit more. Just a little bit. Hey, you know what? We're at 247. I could round this out to a nice, even 3-hour stream. That's an hour longer than I thought I was gonna go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, it's my favorite. Just cleaning stuff like that. Like, doing the slow sweeps is very satisfying. But just getting it done. Yeah! Clean it. Yeah! Get that filth. Get that dirt. Oh, jeez. 1 second. I've got a tickle in my throat. It's gonna kill me. No, I've got a mute stream. I'm alive. You could see Scoob coughing with me.
Crab, 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 crab,
and
crab, 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 and.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Benthic went to a different dimension. Yeah, I coughed and I ascended. Me. I'm very drunk right now, my friend. Really? You seem fine. Me. Walks towards the bathroom as best as I can. Friend. Oh yeah, you're drunk. That's actually extremely real. Or like sitting down and you're like, this is great. I feel good. Man, I gotta pee though. You get up and when you walk into the bathroom, it's like, woo. And you're like, whoa, hold on. Whoa. It just like kicks in. That is the best. I mean, it can suck if you're like really, really not expecting it. But it's so funny when it happens. Crab, 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 hand. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm still upset. Wait. Oh, you're okay. You're allergic to shellfish. I get you. I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh. Oh, duh. Allergic reaction. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. There's not a ton of allergies where I'm like, that fucking sucks. Like, I feel like you are missing out on something. Like, peanut butter, I'm like, whatever. You're not missing out on that much. Like, it's tasty. It's got a good texture. But, like, ultimately, whatever. Like, peanut allergy havers, it's fine. Who cares? Like, a Reese's peanut butter cup is actually, it's really not that good. Like, it's fine. It's fine. But shellfish and crab, it's my favorite food. Like, sushi is my favorite food. And that's only because I can't just say shellfish. Like, shellfish in general are my favorite food. Ocean bugs. Peanut butter's weird, it smells. That's true. You're probably smelling the oil. If you get natural peanut butter and like the oil sits on top, that can smell really weird. I really liked getting almond butter for a while from Whole Foods. Or maybe not Whole Foods, maybe it was Rouse's? It might have been Rouse's. I think Rouse's has a peanut butter, like, cruncher maker. So they actually... Oh my goodness. Oh. Sorry, I just got like, it really is winding down for me to end stream. Is my throat starting to rebel against me a little bit. But they had like a peanut butter maker, and it would like crunch it up and make it fresh for you. And one of the options they had was almond butter. It was a little more expensive, but like at the time I could afford to, you know, treat myself and get almond butter just for like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But that stuff was like the smoothest. Well, it wasn't smooth because it was freshly ground, but because it was freshly ground, I didn't mind that it was crunchy. But it was so good, and like the parts that weren't crunchy were really, really smooth. Like it wasn't half-ass. Highly recommend that. Like if you're a fan of almond butter, if you ever have the opportunity to get like the fresh stuff, it's good. Almond butter is salty. Well, they're all salty if you add salt. See, that's why I like the almond butter at Rouse's or wherever I got it from, because it was freshly ground. It didn't have any salt or anything added to it, because they don't have to add preservatives if they grind it up and give it to you, because you don't have to preserve nuts. But once you grind them up, you're breaking apart like cell walls and shit, and that's how they rot. But if it's giving it to you, it's like you don't have to refrigerate chicken eggs if you're going out to the coop to get them. You know what I mean? Oops, wrong place. Don't worry, Gnago. I think I'm about to raid the right place. You don't like almonds? That's fair. I don't really like almonds by themselves. Or by themselves? I'm a big fan of almond flavoring. Like, almond extract in, like a vanilla cupcake of some kind. Oh, fuck right off. So good. I think it might be like the Gentilly or whatever at Rouse's. They have almond extract and they are divine. In terms of nuts though, my favorite nut's a pistachio. Big fan of pistachios, including the shell. I buy my pistachios with the shell on and I crack them myself. That's part of the experience. That's part of what I like. You're that one Toph meme where she puts a poster backwards. She's like, it's upside down, isn't it? But with spelling. Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of the funniest part about that being kind of like part of your quote unquote like persona now, Skipper, that you just can't spell because you're so aware of it. Where like if someone doesn't immediately respond to something you say, you're like, wait a minute, that might not be right. Pause. Allow me to reconsider. I'm really excited for the new Avatar stuff. I love that fandom never dies. I hope it never does. Also, Korra did nothing wrong. All Korra did in her show was get assaulted and beat. All she did was get assaulted and chained up and taken advantage of. And everyone blames her for it. And she got dealt the shittiest hand of like almost any Avatar. And now she's gonna have to train the new one by herself. And everyone says, like, she did that, it's her own fault. Did we watch the same show? Like, there was a whole bad guy. Like, you know that, right? There was a whole villain. There was, like, a reason to do it. It looks right to me, but I have to speak common for you people. I have to speak the commoner's tongue, so I may be understood. Oh my god. Here comes Skelly. All Cora did was completely body the entire... She's the worst avatar. Yeah, she'll train him in the spirit realm, Skelly. She didn't ruin the avatar cycle because there's another avatar after her. She saved the avatar cycle. God. Korra haters have no reading comprehension. You can't kill the spirit world. They established that in the show, that there's like a metaphorical, like there's stuff going on. You can't... Korra was made to be watched by people who watched Avatar and who were a little bit older and are supposed to have better comprehension. But everyone's just like, Korra fucked up, and they fail to look at the circumstances she was in. She didn't save shit. Yes, she did. Do you think she just did that for fun? Do you think she was just bad and did these things because she wanted to? I'm a Korra defender. I don't care. Why would they make a whole show about a protagonist and the end of the show is just the protagonist fucked up? But it was also kind of ambiguous and they never confirmed with the fans, even a decade later, if she fucked up or if that was like a good thing. Oh, it's almost as if it's supposed to be up to interpretation because it was really complex. It's a really complex situation. And they're making a new show. I think this new show is going to be really sad, actually. Or not sad, but like dramatic. Because the premise, for those who don't know, it's an Earth nation-based avatar. And it's twins. And only one of them is the avatar. So it's like, whoa. I was like, that's kind of fucked up, you know? I'm excited to see how they treat the dynamic. Okay, yeah, Crystal, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. That was part of, like, I think what Korra had going against her, like, story-wise, was that she was also being distracted by all these people that were supposed to be her friend and supposed to help her and keep her focused, and they were just super selfish and only concerned with their own, like, agenda. And then she had to navigate that and her own feelings, because, again, she's, like, what, like 16, 17? Anyway, new show sounds dope. Yes, the main criticisms of Korra was the lackluster supporting characters. Yeah, I completely agree with that. In like a storytelling point of view, yeah, absolutely. The Avatar universe is set in the very, very far future. I've always, the Avatar future, or the Avatar universe to me has always just been like a fantasy world. Like it's completely separate from Earth. It's, you know, brand new concept, whatever. Or it's like adjacent because we have like Earth animals, but they're like different and combined, but they're kind of like mashed together. It's definitely like a fantasy setting. Why am I so opinionated about Avatar? Skelly, you're just opinionated. You like having opinions. It's one of the things I like about you is you always form an opinion on shit. You're like, I don't really feel anything about that, but I'm about to. She was 17 and then she ended at 21. Yeah, that's a really difficult period of your life. That's just like your opinion, man. That's just like whatever. there's so much. There's so much. Dirt, 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 dirt. Clean, clean, must clean. Rosebud. That's a cute reference. I can't remember. Is that from, pardon, I burped. That's Little Rascals, right? That's Rosebud? I think it is. I know it's a cute reference. I just don't, you know, I'm bad with things. I also did not care for her ego. You know what? That's fair. Well, I think the beginning of Korra, that's on purpose. Like, she's very arrogant. She can drown her problems with beer. And Scully goes, in hell. You guys are so fucked up. Also, I have a confession to make. I did not watch Korra all the way through. But I'm still a Korra defender. I don't care. I don't care. Shut up. I don't care. But I've never seen it all the way through. And part of it was because of the supporting characters. Whatever his name was, like Mako, I didn't like him. I thought he was really annoying. And I thought he was like a really bad influence on Korra. Which, I guess that's like a way to introduce conflict or whatever. I just didn't care for it. But Korra, the person? Get back! Get behind me, Korra! Korra the show and Korra the person are two different things. I'm defending Korra the person. I can almost see my face in those bricks. Oh, wish I could make some of my customers see their face in a couple of fucking bricks. The only thing I don't like about being short is I have to climb on stuff. Well, actually, you know what? Fuck that. No, I like climbing on stuff. Literally just this angle is like, oh man, I can't reach the thingy I want to reach. I need to quit doing that. I'll have something that's like one specific scenario, and I'm like, you know, what's the deal with Think you don't call Aang by his real name. You have to call him Ong. God, that fucking movie pisses me off so bad. Like, how dare you think that you know better than the original creators of the show? Because that's what he did. Is he was like, this premise is good, but it has potential, and I'm gonna make it reach it. And all he did was fuck it up. Make it worse. Because he made it pretentious. Pretentiousness is never a good thing in art. Ever. Unless the point of the art is pretentiousness. Because you're just gonna alienate people. I mean, no one's gonna be able to relate to your work, and that's the basis of art, is relation. This is crazy, because M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, he usually makes good movies. He just bunked it up. And now it's like, he used to have the reputation of like, oh, this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie, you know it's gonna be good. And now everyone's like, oh, Shyamalan Ding Dong wrote this one, I wonder if it's a shitter or not. Like, that's awful. But he did it to himself. Clean, clean, clean. I like how I said I was gonna turn off stream, and just haven't. I can just keep going. It was funny as hell seeing 24 earthbenders move a small ass boulder. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? That you are the strongest element. Yeah, it took all of them doing a choreographed dance to move one rock at fucking 2 miles an hour, like 3 feet. And it was like, huh? Like, those are supposed to be earthbending warriors? Not like a training montage of kids? It's just ridiculous. And then they made it to where firebenders couldn't firebend without a fire source. And it's like, that would completely eliminate their superiority. That's the whole reason they were warmongering, is because they could create destruction out of nothing. You fucking idiot. Sometimes I wish I could just hit people with a big stick that says, "That's the point!" I might as well just finish the level now. Why not? I want to finish in time so I can raid set, but also... Oh my god. It just looks like, am I wrong in thinking that it looks kind of vulgar? Like, I'm not, I know I've got a dirty mind and a potty mouth and whatever else, but like, I cannot be wrong in thinking that this is a, like, look at it! This is a, like, there's some sensual movement in there. Look, the way they come out. Insane. I didn't know this was a whorehouse. Yeah, I don't know how the Fire Nation attacked that small ass campfire. Yeah, they just like, they nerfed everything, which is like the weirdest. Like, what? Like, are you trying to make the movie realistic? And if so, why are you doing that? They're already bending elements. That's one thing I'm glad is over. That was something in the 2010s that was really prevalent, was just the overt realism in fantasy settings where they're like, that wouldn't make sense because in real life, da 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 da. Dude, it's a fantasy world that you made up. You get to make up the rules and do whatever you want. If you want purple dragons in the sky, you don't have to be like, oh, the purple dragons are actually the descendant of... You can just fucking put purple dragons in the sky. If you're like, I want a character that has superpowers that can control blank, you don't need to be like, oh, well, they can only control blank, and they can actually control blank because in the DNA, and when the moon, and you don't have to science everything. Sometimes things can just be the way that they are. This is coming from like a creator and a consumer standpoint. Because one, as a creator, if you get too into the weeds, you're going to make something shitty or confusing, or you're never going to make it at all because you're going to overwhelm yourself. And as a consumer, it's not fun. It's just simply not fun to get into when it's like that. Like the Shamalama Ding Dong movie. Appa looked like a monkey. I know he doesn't look like a bison in the show, but he looked like a monkey. I don't know. He's pretty bison-like. He's giving like large, ungulate creature. You know what I mean? Even though he's got paws instead of hooves, which actually, why does Appa have paws? I know he's a sky bison, but why does? Wait a minute. Why does Appa have paws? He's a sky bison, but he's not like a teddy bison or like a puppy bison. So why does he have paws? Paws. Didn't they also get rid of Momo in the show or in the movie? Like Momo is just straight up not in the Shamalama Ding Dong movie? Seahorses don't have hooves. Ganago, I'm gonna snap you in half over my knee. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna spin you around. I'm gonna shake you out like a rug. And I'm gonna break you. Yeah, exactly. Fantasy doesn't have to make sense. If you want it to make sense and want to do sci-fi fantasy, that's fine, but you need to write it well. You can't just info dump and make things quote unquote like the real world. That's shitty. If you want to world build, then world build. Don't steal shit from real life. Like, what the fuck did you do to him? I gotta look at this. Oh my god. He is scary. Why would they do that? That... He does look horrifying. Aang's sky bison. Why did they give it, like, human eyes? That's one of the best parts of Appa is his, like, dumbass, big-ass loving eyes. That's why Appa has paws. Why not? You know what? Exactly. Fucking exactly. My own point came right around and poked me in the ass. Why the hell not? Appa has paws because he has paws. And that's why. And that's it. And that's all it needs to be. Oh my god, there's so much stuff up here I haven't seen. That's alright, I think I can get it quickly. It's crazy because I know that, like, fans of Wallace and Gromit are eating this up like crazy. Because whenever I'm a fan of something and it releases a Power Wash Them DLC, like the SpongeBob one, I was super excited. I was running around like, oh my god, look at this and this and this and that and the other thing. I don't recognize anything, really, from Wallace and Gromit. Even, like, I like the franchise, but I've never consumed it, you know? And I just love thinking about other people who, like, grew up with it, or it's, like, their favorite cartoon, running around and, like, recognizing stuff and finding Easter eggs. Makes me really happy. I think it's cute. Because I know that the devs care enough to put things in there for, like, actual fans. Like, little bits of lore and whatever. So, it's nice. The real question is, where did the Earth King find a bear? Real. God, what are all the creatures in Avatar? I know sky bison, you've got turtle ducks, you've got dragons, the moles, the big moles. There's some girl's head shot from the bag. It looked like a body part that I should not say. Well. Sometimes that's how it is. Auto dry body. Okay. This feels like you could just have a dryer. This feels like they already have a machine for that. Badger moles. Yes, thank you. I knew they were another animal blend, but I could not remember secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. And they got the koi fish. That's right. The moon koi fish. Or the yin and yang koi fish. Avatar was made and animated in America, right? Like, it's an American franchise? I want to call it, like, the first true blue American anime. Well, actually, the first true blue American anime might go to the Boondocks, but the Boondocks was animated in Korea, like, by a Korean studio. So that, if Avatar was animated in America, then I think that gives it the crown. Penguin seals! Weren't those the penguins with, like, the teeth? Didn't they have teeth? Or am I thinking of, like, a different penguin hybrid from a different, like, a different, like, show or universe or whatever? The badger moles were cute. I really liked the badger moles. The whole, did the moon stuff with the koi fish happen in book 1 or book 2? Because that's my favorite arc of, in Avatar. End of book 1. Yep. It's my favorite arc because it's kind of like when shit gets real. Like it's when Katara finally locks in. It's when Aang realizes his stuff's not all fun and games. It's when Sokka starts to grow up a little bit. Like, it's like the moment the journey really begins. And I just love it. Oh, they went penguin sledding in the first episode. That's right. It's been a while, man. All I remember from the first episode is my brother and I, the Avatar, Aang, like, you know, Sokka's feminism arc, yes, with is it Suki and the Warriors? I love them so much, man, dude. I remember watching Avatar on fucking DirecTV at my grandparents' house. Just sitting like a foot away from my little TV, watching it like as it aired because I was like in love with it. Boomerang. So, I don't think any of you are a fan of wrestling, like WWE. And I kind of have been, like when I was a little kid, just because I've always grew up. I don't have any brothers or anything, but I grew up around men who were really into it. And so by association, I was just like, yeah, wrestling, yeah, Rey Mysterio, yeah. Like, I knew who all the people were in like the Attitude Era. But Skelly's always been into wrestling. And so, like, as an adult, or as adults, like, we've been watching it sometimes. Like, when there's a main event, he'll be like, hey, do you want to watch wrestling? And I'm like, sure. The craziest shit happened last night. Like, in wrestling. Or not last night, Saturday. The craziest thing happened in wrestling. It's like, trying to think of, like, a pop culture equivalent. It's like if Aang decided Sozin was actually right and joined the Fire Nation. Whatever. You watched a sleepover, half the show in one night. The other girls were playing Truth There, and I was like, next one more episode. Like, braiding hair and doing nails, and you're, like, in tears while Sokka loses his girlfriend to the moon. Everyone else fell asleep and you were still watching. Like, the little Toonami guy came up and was like, are you still watching? And you were like, yeah, get out of my way. Also, it's Sozin's comment. Skelly kind of muttered from the other room that I mispronounced the Fire Lord's name or whatever. But I know for a fact it's Sozin's comment. Like, that's the big thing that was going on. That they were like, we have to get Aang ready to fight the Fire Lord before the comet. And that was like the climax of the show. Incredible climax, by the way. Like, holy shit. One of the best, like, endings to a show ever. That's also why I think a lot of people are so overly critical of Korra, is because, like, Aang the Last Airbender, or Avatar the Last Airbender, was like a once in a lifetime just home run of a show, and people were comparing it. You stopped at 5 a.m. and then woke up at 7 a.m. and watched more. Oh, that's so real. God, when was the last time I was devouring a show like that? Oh, I can't remember the last time I was devouring a show like that. Oh, that was satisfying. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, damn it. I need to get a new mouse. This is the mouse that came with Skelly's computer, because Skelly's computer came with like a keyboard and mouse, so, like matched and everything. He gave me both of them because he already had a keyboard and mouse. I've been using the mouse this whole time because it's just like a good, solid, lightweight, wired mouse. But I'm using a gaming keyboard that I thrifted. And I think it's time I thrift a mouse or something. Because it is getting rough. My scroll wheel sometimes like goes the opposite way of what I'm scrolling. Like you'll see it if I switch the nozzles. Alright, I'm scrolling down and they're all cycling, right? Scrolling up. Oh, of course, this is the time it makes me look like a jackass and it's working perfectly fine. Whatever. Fucking ignore me, I guess. Everyone else is like, have you been watching all night? I'm like, no, I went to sleep. It's like the sun wasn't technically up at 5 a.m., but you could see like the sky getting a little bit lighter and you were like, oh shit, I should lay down. Like technically the sun wasn't up yet. So you weren't up all night. It's like 99% of the night. %, and I've still got so much to clean. I can't believe it's at 99% and I still have like this giant basin, and I swear there's like a ton of details I'm missing. But hey, I'm at 99%. That means in terms of volume, we are almost done. Oh, we're getting those sweet, delicious dings. Sweet, sweet, delicious, yummy dings. Perfect. Now I just gotta turn it on. Let it clap. You can't tell me it's... Listen, it's wet! Listen to it! Oh my god. They had to have known. They had to have known. Still upset about the game when you have so much, I'm sorry, Skipper, that I do not know what that word is. Do you mean publicity? Or budget? Or, hype? I don't know. Anyways, still upset about the game. You have so much blank for an Avatar game. Do what Hogwarts Legacy did. Make you the main character. When is it my turn to be the Avatar? That would be really fun, but I can't see them doing something like that. Because the show has such established lore, I can't see them doing something like that until they're just done with the universe. And they're like, okay, here's the game. You are the next Avatar. You get to choose everything. Because, like, the future is unset, but like the past is all written and encoded and they're done. You know what I mean? But who knows? I don't know what the story writers want to do. Oh, potentially. Gotcha. There's so much potential. Gotcha. There is a lot of potential for an Avatar game. I completely agree with you. God, come on. Give me this moose. Give me the moose. Give me the moose. Thank you. Auto knit. Auto knit. Auto wash. Oh, wait. The door. The door! Come on. Thank you. Oh, wait. Okay, so all of this. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Okay, I got those. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's set the... Okay, maybe it's up top? Right? Oh, wait, no. I guess I got it. Wait, no. No, I didn't. Oh, I get it. It's beginning to end. It washes your clothes, or yeah. It makes your clothes, it washes your clothes, and it dresses you. Auto fan house. Oh, wait. That's one of these. Yep. Come on. Thank you. Bog. Auto dry plaque? Oh. Oh, come on, man. Oh, thank God. Thought it was going to be up top. Wait, turn what on? I wonder, can I turn everything on? I've never seen so many moving parts. Is that everything? I think, yeah. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, 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 yeah. Hell yeah. I'm running up your power bill, bitch. You're gonna be like, whoa, where did I use all this electricity? And I'm gonna be like, I left the lights on. I left all your items plugged in and turned on, therefore creating vampiric sources of energy drain. Oh, you gotta decide what dinner is? I got leftovers, luckily. What are you feeling? Do you have to cook something? Or, I guess it's Tuesday. Tuesday is kind of like cooking dinner day. No one eats out on a Tuesday. I recommend something with zucchini, because I love zucchini. So many things. So many things are at like 99%. You know what? I think most of them are right here, actually. Any of these paint cans or whatever. There we go. It's gotta be... What? Oh, wait. Here. Maybe? There we go. Snoozatron? Where was that? What? Where's the Snoozatron? Is that this thing? It is. There we go. Ooh, leftover IHOP. Is it leftover, like, food IHOP or leftover pancake IHOP? I don't really like food IHOP. When you give blood, there's a couple of weird reactions your bodies can have. Today I tossed my cookies, but it's okay, they gave me more. Yeah. One time when I, like the second or third time I was giving blood, it was at my high school, because my high school had like a deal with, not a deal, but there was like a thing where the high schoolers would give blood, and we got to get out of class for a little bit, and the blood donation people got tons of sweet, supple, youthful blood. And one time, the guy who was doing my blood, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna pass out. I've passed out before, so like I know exactly like the feeling and what to like. Feeling lightheaded versus getting there to the point of passing out is very different. But if you've never actually fainted, it's hard to actually know the difference. I was feeling the second one, and I told him, hey, I'm gonna pass out. And he went, no, you're not. He fucking literally kicked the stand on the bed, turned me upside down, and popped a Gatorade in my hand like it was nothing. within like half a second. And I did not pass out. Wait, snooze a charm. Wait, what? Arm glove. Oh, it's in pieces. Fuck you. I had that clean. Stairs railing. What railing? Oh. The railing on the wall. Not on the side where you could fall and bust your ass open. Come on. Come on. There we go. Give it to me. Okay, the Knit-O-Matic. More of the Knit-O-Matic. Come on. That's the one thing. So I love the detail-oriented games, and so far I adore this DLC. I'm going to be replaying this a lot. But the one thing I don't like about learning these new DLC things is all the fucking nooks and crannies. Like, where... Drain pipe drain. I'm looking for the Knit-O-Matic control vent and control panel. But... Wait. Oh my god, shut up. Are you serious? Oh my god. Eat dirt. Eat dirt! Okay, drawing board light. Drawing board light. Well, this is the... No, it's a schematic. Where's the drawing board? Where is dude's drawing board? Hello? Hello? Oh, there it is. How old were you when you realized that back to the drawing board refers to an actual, like, board that you draw on? Wild. I've absolutely wanted to tell that joke for hours. I don't blame you, it's a good one. I tossed my cookies, but it's okay. They gave me more. That's like the type of joke, it's like the type of joke you say with like a grin on your face. You know? Like you already know that you're like, wait, where is the mannequin? I haven't seen anything resembling a mannequin. Unless I'm an idiot. Which is like, you know, it's possible, but... where... Oh, just the fucking thing that's inside of it? Oh my god, kill yourself. We did it! Yay! You gotta keep a straight face until they meet your eyes and realize you've told a joke. Dude, like, old people do that to me all the time, but they're so good at it that I get, like, nervous where I'm like, if I laugh at you, are you gonna get mad at me? Yeah, then you can, like, once you meet eyes, then you can be like, you know? Bayek, it's like a brand new basement, Gromit. Our new contraption's a washing wonder. Tell you what, with Knit-O-Matic all lovely and gleaming, let's take her for a spin. New socks all around, eh, old pal? So the next level that we're going to do is the Wallace and Gromit vehicles, but not doing that right now. What we are doing is ending stream. Because, whoa! Did you guys hear that thunder? You probably didn't, but that was, like, really good timing. I think it's about to storm, so I definitely need to stop streaming because it's going to cut my internet out. Anyways, thanks everyone for popping in. I had a great time. I need to get something. Don't worry about it. I need to get something. Shush, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ignore that. You didn't hear anything. I want to make sure this is working. We are going to be rating... Oof. We're going to rate Sed. Yay! Okay, the raid's been created. Holy shit. Okay, we're leaving in 7 seconds. Thank you all so much for showing up. Next stream is tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but it'll be afternoon. Bye!
Yo, Benny! Thanks for the raid. What's up, Benthic Bones? Welcome to the stream, guys.